people.
I know Jamie Foxx definitely outacted him. Like it's too hard. Like
he bodied his role, dog. He bodied that shit. He killed it. And who else in there? Brie Larson is in that shit too.
She's in
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
So I watched Endgame today.
Shit.
Oh, you finally watched it?
Was it mid?
It's not.
What you thought?
Speak from the heart,
because comparing it to the comics, it's like
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
The third act was pretty much the best part of it.
Yeah, the first.
I didn't like it.
That movie is like not a movie I could watch more than once. The second time I watched it, I couldn't get through it.
What if I told you Ant-Man carried that whole movie?
Nah, get the fuck out of here. Nah.
Ant-Man carried that whole movie.
He played a big part in it. He definitely did.
He literally carried that whole movie.
Really? You think so? Well, yeah, because he gave him the idea, yeah.
Brie Larson is like, who are you? Like, everybody's like, who are you? Like, fuck out of here.
She was getting busy a little bit.
You didn't have me. Yo, she was in 2 scenes. Like, what?
Nah, but she almost gave Thanos the work before he got her.
The only person who did was Scarlet Witch.
Yo, she was about to body Thanos.
That's because
she was about to body him.
So you read House of M, right?
I never read the comics.
So in House of M, Scarlet Witch goes, no more mutants, and gets rid of, and like every mutant on Earth is gone.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know too much.
Yeah, she's strong.
It's nuts.
Jesus. And they make Hulk a bitch in that movie too.
I was so pissed what they did to the Hulk, fam.
Professor Hulk?
Oh my God. Like, I was so ready for this nigga Hulk to beat Thanos' ass, get his revenge. Because he got bitched out in Infinity War.
He did.
I'm like, oh yeah, he about to get his revenge in Endgame. It's a wrap for Thanos.
The Hulk was trash in this movie.
Hulk wasn't bad, but he could have been written better. I did like Thor though. I liked what they did to Thor.
Fat Thor. I don't know Fat Thor.
Yeah.
I didn't like
that. Yeah. Nah. It was good because he went through like all this crazy depression, did all this stuff. Like he had a good character arc. Like he fell, he came back. He noticed what was wrong, and then he like redeemed himself. So it was really good. Like there was an arc there. I didn't like what they did to like Black Widow. Just like using her as a prop, like, oh, just dump her. It's fine. Like just give her a fuck it.
Oh yeah, because she had fought what's his face? Hawkeye, I think it was, for the Soul Stone or whatever. Right. That part had me dying laughing in the theater. I'm like, y'all really fighting to see who's gonna die?
and then I was like, no, and then I go, why do you fucking care? You're just gonna bring her back with the stones anyways. And like, nope. and then they go, it can't be done. Okay, why? Oh, it just can't be done. The guy in the red face said it.
That's what
I guess because she died already. But then that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Doesn't matter.
That's crazy.
The Infinity Stones control all reality. It doesn't matter.
And then they want to give her a fucking solo movie.
Nah, this movie look alright. It looked like it's gonna be kind of heat. I go hold you.
It look alright, but I just don't care. I just don't care about her story at this point. It's like she already.
Taskmaster's really cool.
Taskmaster, he was getting busy in that trailer, the new one.
I do like Taskmaster a lot.
They released a new one like recently.
Yeah, new one. Yeah, new one's called Special Look.
Wait, Kofi, you got to add a couple new bits to the soundboard.
Like what?
You got to get the jack move, dog. He ate my ass.
Yo, wait, whoa.
Jack, tell me that shit don't look and sound just like you, dog.
Definitely. I don't know, man.
He said reputation to uphold.
I used to have braces.
Drew, you seen that shit?
Nah, I ain't see it.
Oh, I gotta send you the clip.
Yeah,
dog.
send me that on Twitter.
It's this dude that looked just like Jack Moo, but of course it's not him.
Yo, did y'all see that picture of that they posted of Jack, like his underwear's on the couch?
What?
Yo, y'all never seen that picture?
Nah.
Yo, I wish I would have retweeted it.
I've seen the one of Jack in the shower. I've seen that one.
Yeah, Jack in the shower. Yeah, that one's a
Jack in the shower.
That's like a wild picture. Dog.
Nah, it was him posing on the couch in his underwear. Yo, I'm telling you.
I posted the tweet.
Damn.
We already late. Oh, you wild for posting that shit. We should watch it live, low key.
I gotta see it.
We gotta watch it live, yo. We should watch it live.
Crazy.
All right, hold on. Let's watch this live, yo. Fuck it, yo. Let's watch this shit fucking live, yo. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this shit up.
It ain't my ass.
Hold on, yo. All right, hold on. Everyone be quiet.
No shit like that, but I'ma admit to it. You ate.
I think it's
this
to stop lying. That's
Hold on, Alex.
Oh,
yes, you did. Don't lie. I understand you dirty as fuck and a scripper. Feel me? Reputation.
Keep quiet.
But you ate my ass. Stop lying. Come on. Hell.
Yo, Jack, that does look like you, my nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. That does look like you, dog. Yeah, everybody got a doppelganger. No one can find my doppelganger, dog.
You ate
What's
my
my doppelganger?
ass. Stop
Chief
lying. You said Kofi doppelganger is Chief Keef?
Yeah, that's his doppelganger.
So wait, so then
Hell
who's my
no.
doppelganger?
I think so.
Like one night looks like Lamar Odom. You know what I mean?
He does.
He does.
No, he looks like Greg Oden.
Greg Oden? Nah.
Nah, you don't think he looks like him?
Okay, you know what people say I look like? People say I look like Don Cheeto. That's what they say.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. That's a good one.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what they say I look like. Who the fuck Alex look like?
People tell me every week I look like somebody different. That shit crazy. I got Ryan Clark.
Nah, you look like a lot of different people, bro.
Ryan Clark. It was some dude from the Cleveland Browns that they say looked like me. They got cut. Like it was mad people.
Yeah, he played for the
Yeah,
Texans.
but J
yeah,
man,
he
no,
look
we
like
gotta
you.
keep it buck. Your exact twin is the man that eat that nigga ass. Something.
He definitely the closest I am. Like he definitely somebody I could look at and be like, dog. Yeah, I kind of look like him.
He's the
I even
closest.
showed my wife. She was like, no, but she was like smiling, but she was like, no, you don't look like him. I was like,
she lied. She lied.
She lied her ass off. Yeah, I heard Charlotte. Like I look like Charlamagne the God.
What? Hell
You
no.
look like anybody.
Nah, hell no. Nah, chill. You don't look like no Charlamagne.
Let's get started. Yo, let's not waste any more time.
Mark
man.
Gassel.
We're already
Let me
late.
see
We're
who
already
that
late.
is.
Z from Ants. Fuck you, nigga.
Let me know if my audio is good, guys. If I'm perfect.
Mark Gassel, really? No, I don't look like Mark Gassel.
Let me know if I need to
He
turn on
said
my
Mark
microphone.
Gassel. Jack.
Oh, he mean Mark Gasol.
Mark Gasol?
You said Gassel.
I was about to say, who the
I
fuck
didn't
is
even know
that?
who the. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, who is that?
Oh, he talking about Mark.
I mean, maybe if I
Gasol.
shave my head, I could see it.
Oh, you crazy for saying Mark Gassel. Y'all got on me for saying like elementary. This
But
nigga
then
said
somebody
Mark
wrote,
Gassel.
Alex looks like a snack. And I'll take that.
All right, yeah, let's get started, yo. Let's get started.
Oh, we live?
Yeah, we live right now. Press Start Podcast, episode 135. Oh, we're gonna be talking about what's on the horizon. You know what I mean? I thought that was a fitting title for the podcast today. But before we get into all of that, we're gonna start off by introducing our guests. We got two guests today. We got my man Drew. Say what up, Drew.
What's good, man?
That's it.
What's good, man? Check out the channel, man. Check it out.
There we go. Check out Drew's channel.
Plug your shit.
And you know what I mean? We got the man of the hour. The man who came with the smoke today. The man that's always right.
Stupid.
Had all y'all looking.
Stupid.
Say what up, Ran.
Going on, Kofi? Hey, I never backed down, Kofi. I was in your DMs telling you this shit was gonna happen
Never
from day
backed down.
one.
Yeah.
Hashtag blame Rand.
Yeah.
My fault. Definitely my fault.
Plug your shit in real quick, Ran, man. They already know who you are, but plug it in anyways in case.
He's Randall Thor. We do the podcast Xbox 2 every Thursday. I normally don't do two podcasts in a day, but I made an exception to be here with Kofi and the crew, Jack, Alex, J-Main.
What up?
You know, it's I'm kind of done talking Horizon Zero Dawn on Twitter. I said what I had to say. I'll wait for Sony to officially announce it.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. And it won't just be Horizon, and plenty of other Sony first-party games coming to PC. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun.
Let's get it. All right, now let's introduce the panel in case it's your first time watching. Also, hit the like button and subscribe. We're gonna start off with another man of the hour. He was actually MIA for a bit. You know what I mean? No one heard from him. He was ghost all over Twitter today. Yeah, we're gonna start out with Jack Mujani, man. Jack, how you been? How are you, sir?
Doing great, man. Doing swimmingly. Is that how they say it? Swimmingly. I'm doing good, man. Had a very peaceful day. You know what I mean? Serene. Is that another word I can use for that? I'm doing good.
Have you been have you been on Twitter though? You know what I mean? Have you been on Twitter today?
I
Or not really?
Twitter a little bit, you know.
Were you off
read
and
a
on?
couple
Were
things,
you
you
off
know.
and on today, or you know what I mean? Like how?
Off and on, you know, doing a lot of gaming, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw a little something.
You saw a little something. All right, we're gonna talk
A
about
little
it.
something.
All right. J May, say what up.
What's going on, everybody? J May back checking in with the podcast. I don't know if whoever tuned into the off the record episode, but quick update.
Fire.
Microsoft has not gotten back to me about my Game Pass 5-cent subscription that they took from me and gave me a 3-month plan. So I just want to let y'all know that Microsoft on that bullshit. I'm waiting for a callback, Rand. Maybe you can help me out since you seem
but they are supposed to notify you within 14 days of them changing any of the plans. So you do have a cause for some action there.
And in fact, I got hit up on Twitter about it too from Game Pass, the official Game Pass Twitter account. So I'm waiting to see. But the lady from customer service was supposed to call me back. She played me. I ain't get no call back, but I'm waiting. And shout out to Rand and Drew for pulling up. Rand, I might have some smoke for you though. I might have some smoke.
Okay.
You might have a couple tweets to answer to, and you know what I mean.
Sure, I tweeted some things to get people to stop tweeting me, man. It was a rough day that day, man.
No, you gonna cop out like that?
That was the official. Kofi, what I say to you in the DMs that day? I said it's still happening.
Yeah.
And I told you I was like, listen, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm fucking just say I'm holding the L, moving on.
That's what he told me. He actually did tell me that. He's just gonna say hold the L, just take it like that, so niggas will move on. So
I need you to provide the evidence, otherwise it ain't happening. You know, what I mean, we need to see that for the people.
All right, and you know our favorite sus man of the podcast, our favorite guy, Alex. Say what's up.
Hey everybody, I sound really bad because I went to Bash at the Beach last night. If you don't know, that's AEW wrestling. So I'm a little hoarse. So if I sound funny, it's not anything else, I promise. So I've been in, as Jack likes to say, in my bag today. And I want to shout out, and I want to shout out all the dudes that comment on my Twitter and on the Press Start podcast comment section. Fuck you. Because once again, I'm right and you're wrong. And you need to understand that no matter what you do in life, I will always be better than you.
Okay.
So you might as well just hand in your PlayStation 4, go on a new egg, get yourself a nice 2070 Super, a new CPU, a case, put that bad boy on there because Sony is done.
Sony done?
Damn.
Corporate slaves. Man,
Alex, I live for your Last of Us is overrated tweets, bro. I really do.
And I want to look. I have a thing where I don't like talking about him because he talks about me every Sunday. Shout out to Blackbone though. What's up with your exclusives, fam? Exclusives, my guy. PC Gaming Socialism 101. Learn how to do it, my guy. Peace out.
Yeah, we did have a super chat before the podcast even started. I believe it was from Unforgiven. Something about a lake in a PS4. I gotta go check it out. But shout out to you, Unforgiven, dog. I'm gonna read it properly.
I will be throwing my PS4 Pro into the lake next weekend.
We're looking forward to it. Like J-Man mentioned earlier, off the record. Listen. Last episode was absolutely fire. If anyone's in the chat that watched off the record, let people know, spread the word. That podcast is jokes. A lot of people even say they enjoy that podcast more than Press Start. That's actually crazy in itself. So make sure you guys check out the Patreon and check out the last episode of Off the Record. We put up 2 hours and 30 minutes. We put 2 extra podcasts out a month. And this is the one time only for this episode. You sign up to the Patreon, you watch the episode. If you didn't enjoy it, I'll refund your money back. That's how confident I am with that podcast. If you didn't enjoy it, I'll refund the money back because Patreon has a refund feature. So just hit me up that you didn't enjoy it, then I'm going to hit you up with a refund. Right?
Med said Alex came out on that episode.
Yo, that episode was heat, dog. So
I'm gay.
I'll check it out.
You guys didn't know that I'm gay? Okay.
It was funny as hell. All right. So
All right, Aaron Hernandez, relax.
It's 2020. Whatever, J-Man. You made a music video about eating ass. It's fine.
That wasn't me, nigga. Shut up.
What'd you call me?
Aaron Hernandez.
No, what'd you call me after that?
All right, come on.
Get to your push-ups, bitch.
All right, so we might as well get into the shit. Why everybody's here. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's talk about the biggest news of the day, what everybody's talking about. So let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory. In 2019, there was rumors of Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC. A Russian YouTuber came out and said it. The guy who said Death Stranding was coming to PC. Randall Thor also said it. I think there was just rumblings around that this was a possibility, but the major outlets didn't really pick up on the story, but it was heavily rumored. It was all over the internet like that, in the Reset era and stuff like that. Then I believe a few weeks later, we got news of Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC, but for PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Right? And that pretty much kind of, put out the flames of the whole Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC thing, right? Put out the flames a little bit. Jack was going crazy, dog. Prior to this, he was saying, I'm going to quit gaming. I don't want to play. This is bad for Sony. He was going crazy because
this is bad for gaming.
Yeah, in the middle of the whole Horizon coming to PC thing, we got news that MLB The Show will no longer be exclusive, right? So in the mix of all of that, it was too much for Jack. You know what I mean? It was too much for him. He even changed his banner into a Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? So he was done. He said possible Nintendo gamer, right? Then like I said, we got news that Horizon Zero Dawn was coming to PS Now, but to PC. Then Jack was like, hallelujah! Praise the Lord! Sony is back, baby! I believe that's exactly what he said. You know what I mean? Sony is back. He was on, he was grabbing his nuts like Michael Jackson and shit, strutting around. He was happy as hell, dog. PlayStation back, baby. You know what I mean? So he'd been feeling himself. People like Rand, caught a lot of heat. He had to fall back, you know what I mean? He had to fall back, be like, you know what I mean? Let me just keep quiet about this situation. All right, fast forward to 2020. Our favorite guy in the industry, cool dude, very solid dude, the guy, he's actually right 98% of the time. He's pretty spot on all the time. He usually doesn't come out unless it's happening. So our main man, Jason Schreier, how you pronounce his last name? Schreier.
Kofi, is he a millennial?
Yo, hey, that's our man.
Trying to pronounce
Schreier, man. Schreier.
Jason Schreier.
Schreier, yes.
Schreier.
Millennial.
So Jason Schreier came out and said that he has actually 3 sources that are saying that Horizon Zero Dawn is indeed coming to the PC platform. He actually published an article about this. Now, all the major outlets, unlike before, picked up on the story. Now that we have a guy who's actually credible. All right? Mm-hmm. So IGN picked up on the story. I believe GameSpot picked up on the story. So all major publications picked up on the story. And now we're back to today of people losing their shit on Twitter. People are going absolutely crazy. I tried to hit up Omeziago. Shout out to him, but I don't know, man. I think he might have drank some bleach and killed himself or some shit.
Yo, people were making emergency streams.
Yo, Mega usually got a lot to say.
He usually got a lot to say, so I checked on his timeline.
Quiet today.
I checked on his timeline. He hasn't tweeted, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? Where he at? Fanboy's been going crazy about the shit and stuff like that. We didn't hear too much from Jack that day. I know Jack saw everything that was going on, but he decided to keep quiet. But hopefully he has a lot to say today on Press Our Podcast, because we definitely were waiting for him to talk about this. So let's start off with Jack Mujani.
Shout out to Jay Barry too. He losing his shit as well.
Yeah, Jay Barry's losing his shit.
He said, "Should I wait for the PC version of Last
See what
of
I'm
Us
saying?
2?
I'm not really
I think
trying
I will cancel my collector's edition.
We need to call Jay Barry. Listen, Jay Barry's new name has to be Dyson. That boy be sucking off Sony harder than everybody I know.
You know what I mean? So
Dice in your name now, boy.
So I wanna start off with Jack. Jack. So seeing the rumors from Jason now, and he confirming that it's in from 3 different sources that's within Sony's plans to bring this game out to PC this year. Maybe we'll get official news this month, maybe next month. Like it was rumored initially. Remember, it was rumored to be announced in February. You never know. What do you think now that Jason has brought back these rumors? What's your thoughts?
Honestly, man, if y'all want to know the 100% truth, when the news broke, I was actually playing Madden. As a matter of fact, I think I was in Hardhead Discord.
Okay.
So they brought down the information. I didn't feel nothing because I didn't feel nothing for the simple fact that when we originally heard these rumors and I voiced my opinion, I voiced my disdain with the whole situation, man. And people told me, Jack Moo, you overreacting. Jack Moo, shut up. It don't matter. You don't work for Sony. You don't got nothing to do. It's a shame everybody can't play good games. So guess what, man? I said, the petty part of me want this to happen. And then when it do happen, I'm not going to say a fucking thing. I'm just going to wait to see how everything play out, man. I'm tired of talking. I'm done talking. As a matter of fact, since y'all don't like to listen to me when I say something, I'm going to listen to y'all when y'all say something. What y'all say? Jack Moo, be quiet, Jack Moo. I don't have an opinion on this.
So you really don't have an opinion on this,
Really?
Dad? Come on, this kind of anticlimactic, dog. I didn't see you
The one thing I will say about this whole situation, another one of my complaints was that it's just fucked up that we hearing stuff about. Like I said, this is one of the reasons I was mad. It seemed like they doing everything except for what they're supposed to be doing. We haven't seen a PlayStation 5. We saw the logo, which was, everybody, you could have assumed Ray Charles know what the fucking logo was going to look like for PS5. It ain't no fucking secret. We ain't seen no games besides fucking Godfall, which looks honestly atrocious.
It looks current gen.
Nah, I don't know.
It looks current gen.
It looks alright.
I'm really worried about the future of gaming. Let me say this too, right? When I complained about this, well, Jack Moo, shit changed and shit going to the future. Everything can't stay the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then these same people, why Sony leaving E3? Why E3 ain't relevant no more? Motherfucker, you just said you got to evolve with the times, right? So, this community's full of hypocrites, liars, frauds. I'm done, man. I'm good.
Hold up, Jack, would it be accurate for me to say that it sounds like you're feeling the pressure of Microsoft going into the next generation? Because you sound like, for you to say like Sony hasn't revealed anything really about the PS5 and stuff like that, that sounds like that's coming from a place of Xbox is on top of it. Xbox is revealing things, they're showing things off, they're letting you know what's happening. And PlayStation is kind of like, damn, like you waiting for them to say something. When in reality, history shows that it's coming. You know what I mean? Last generation in February, they showed off the PS4. It sounds like you're just getting impatient, and you're getting scared, and you're getting worried about that. Like
not
what
at all.
PlayStation is.
I'm not scared about pressure from Microsoft. I'm worried about the type of energy Sony got. So they moving completely different. The same thing. I said this last month or whenever that was, man. It's just a shame that we hearing shit. Oh, it's going multi-plat. Oh, this coming to PC. Oh, cross-play for all these games. Oh, you can put your Xbox Live account on Minecraft. What happened to the core PlayStation? What's there for the PlayStation fans?
Hey, Jack, I got a question
This is appeasing people all over except PlayStation fans. Like, where my information at? Like, you delay Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, you put together a half-ass trailer at the fucking VGAs. What else, bro? Like, I'm just trying to figure out where is, and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this PS5 reveal is blow my goddamn socks off. But as of right now, they not doing nothing for the core PlayStation fan. It just is what it is. And that's how I feel.
So 2 questions. One's a troll question and one's a real question.
Okay.
Troll question. Sony is in first place, correct?
Currently, yes.
Okay, Microsoft is in last place, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Why is the market leader following the market loser?
Woo!
Hey, you know what? That's a question I got as well.
I don't feel like they are.
They are.
I don't feel like they are.
Me too. I agree, but the thing is, I think this is just a natural progression of where like gaming is just going. Like I've been said some shit like this, but no one fucking wants to listen to me. Though I've been said shit like.
Just saying.
I feel like we're gonna see less with time goes on. I'm not saying it's gonna happen in a year or two, but I feel like we're gonna see less and less quote unquote true exclusives. I've said this before. I think that's just gonna be how it is.
But Horizon is a 3-year-old game, almost 4 years old.
That's one of their main IPs, though.
Hey, J-Man, that's another thing that a lot of PlayStation mans are saying to justify this. No, look,
no,
it's a slippery slope. You know what I mean? The fact. A slippery slope. All right, okay. The fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC means a lot. You know what I mean? That means the door is open for other possible games to come on PC. That's a fact. This is the same thing that happened when Master Chief Collection got announced for Steam. That was a big thing at the time because Microsoft wasn't putting their games on Steam. And to me, what that told me, people were looking at that, probably like, it's not a big deal. Xbox is probably not a big deal. It's probably one time only. But what that told me is the simple fact that Microsoft was willing to put their best games, the collection of their best games that they actually have on Steam like that, that shouldn't stop Gears. That shouldn't stop Forza or other IPs come into that. And 2-2s, guess what happened? They announced that Gears is coming to Steam. 2-2s, they made a post on Xbox Wire saying that, from here on out, all of our games are going to be on Steam as well. So this is it's the floodgates opening. I'm telling you, when this happens, it's the floodgates. You're going to see more happen. For the simple fact,
I couldn't disagree more.
All right, so let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I gotta hear this.
I said this before, for the simple fact that PlayStation exclusives, the big ones at least, are still events. Like Jim Ryan said, these games still sell millions. They still sell millions upon launch and continue to sell millions after the fact.
So why Horizon come in there?
Because, like I said, it's a 4-year-old game. At this point, the game is not selling like it used to sell. So I can see games coming to PC later on in the generation and stuff like that, but not anything close to what Xbox is doing.
I agree.
Close to what Xbox is doing.
For now, I agree. For now, I agree with you.
No, it's not. It's not going to be for now. As long as PlayStation games,
I think it's for now,
and they're going to continue to be events. Spider-Man, the God of Wars, The Last of Us, all that shit is going to sell exclusively on PlayStation 5.
I think that is for now.
J-Man, I agree with you. Right now, PlayStation games do too well to release them day and date on PC.
So why would it slow down? Why would it slow down?
I think the landscape of gaming will change to a certain extent where they'll be willing to do that. I think so.
I think what you're seeing is this. So like, here's what I think is going to happen. So you have games like Horizon Zero Dawn 3, right? So then they'll test it out with Horizon Zero Dawn. Cool. We got a good market share. We made some revenue. That makes sense. Let's do a game, but let's do it like 2 years now instead of 3. Okay, that was still really good. Now let's do 1 year after instead of like day and date. Then we'll do 8 months. Then 6 months. Then we'll do 3 months. Then we'll do day and date. It's going to get to that point.
They're not going to even do that, bro. They gonna see if this shit sell well, bro. They don't give a fuck. It's gonna be day and date, bro. Like Kofi said, open flood, slippery slope.
I'm telling you, it's
if you give somebody an inch, they gonna want to take them out, bro.
Because they're gonna see how lucrative. They're gonna see how lucrative this is, and they're gonna see how it plays out. Why would they stop here? It makes no sense. Or don't do it at all. Don't do it at all.
And look, and not even that.
It doesn't make sense.
Look at the money that Epic will give them just for that.
I don't even think it's gonna be Epic. I think they're gonna release this on Steam and I think it's gonna be both. I think it's gonna be both. Watch this. I think it's gonna be both.
It probably will be both, but y'all also got to remember that PlayStation is still in the business of trying to sell hardware too.
Definitely.
They're not just on software side. That's another factor into why I think that it's gonna stay like, I think it's gonna stay more like it is. Maybe not 3 or 4 years, but it's gonna stay close to that.
You know,
I'm not saying this happening. I'm not saying this is happening in a year or two.
It's not gonna happen like next week.
That's no one's gonna happen in a year or two.
I don't think next gen period is gonna ever get close to 6 months or even a year. Like I don't think so.
I think 5 years from now. I think 5 years from now, Sony's games will be day and date on PC and day and date in PS Now.
I think it'll be
different. It's not gonna take 5 years, yo, bro.
Because things are changing. Yeah, go ahead, Jack. Finish what you're
saying. PS Now. They're trying to move PS Now subscriptions. How are they doing it? Putting newer, current games on there, right? Mm-hmm. So if they putting the newest releases on there, I can already play this on PC. Why I can't just buy it? Why I can't just download it natively? You got to be a fucking moron not to see that what they doing, bro.
But you got to, Jack,
day and date, bro.
You got to tell the whole story of that, though, Jack. They putting them games on there and then taking them off 3 months later. They not keeping them on there. So that also shows me that they're not fully invested in that.
Exactly, J-Man. They're dipping their foot. They're dipping their foot in. They're clearly dipping their foot in. You can't tell me they're not dipping their foot into this market to see what's up. Because all the changes that they're doing, y'all not trying to see it. The PlayStation fans are not trying to see it.
Right?
Things are talking about games right in front of you.
We're talking about first-party games being on there that are old as hell, and they're only on there for. And that's what I'm saying though. They're on there. They're old as hell, and they're only on there for.
This is what's gonna happen, Jay, man.
that's not even a factor. Like those games not selling systems.
You're gonna get on your PC and you're gonna launch the PlayStation Plus app, whatever the fuck they want to call it, the PSN app. Yeah. They gonna make their own digital storefront on PC. Like I said, man, it is what it is.
You gotta be kind of naive if you think PlayStation now, its model is gonna remain like that forever. It's gonna change 100%. It's gonna change.
I don't think it will. As long as their games are still events, I don't think it's going to change. Why would you? Why would you cannibalize console sales like that? They're not going to do that.
Why do it at all? What
if you could
because at this point they're not. Horizon is not selling systems.
Hold on, Jamie. What if you could just like remove the R&D, remove the cost of manufacturing, remove the cost of shipping, and just sell the games at a pure profit without needing to do a console?
But you got to understand what also a console sale might bring: a subscription to PlayStation Plus.
But why would I need a console if I could just get a subscription anywhere I want?
I'm saying though, if you buy a system from them because you want to play that game,
but who cares?
That also might come with a subscription to PlayStation Plus. That's going to make them even more money.
Because
I agree with that.
Am I going to spend $500 or am I going to spend $15?
Yeah,
I'm going to spend 15. It's the same day.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I'm going to spend 15.
This next decade is gonna look different. I'm letting y'all know. By the end of this next decade, y'all mark it down. By the end of this decade, shit's gonna look different around here, y'all. I'm letting y'all know. This shit's gonna look different. But Rand, give us your thoughts on the whole situation. I know you're kind of tired of talking about it. I wanted to get you on here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with everybody here. I got nothing but love for everybody. So nobody slandered me on this podcast, even though I tuned into Jack when he was streaming Madden to see if he had something to say, but I didn't listen for long.
Rand was lurking. Oh, shit. Rand was creeping.
I didn't listen for long, but I was like, I wonder what Jack's got to say. So I didn't listen for long. So I was just like, Jack's probably didn't. He probably doesn't care. But I do think Sony's definitely look what happened. Jim Ryan in charge. Sean Layden gone. Like, we haven't heard from him since he got let go, right? And suddenly, Jim Ryan's in. What are they doing now? Allowing Xbox Live on PlayStation Network. MLB The Show going multi-platform. Now this PlayStation first-party games on PC. And then, not to mention, cross-play with Xbox on a whole bunch of other games, right? Things are changing, and how Sony did business this gen is not how they're going to do business next generation. And personally, some might say like they don't agree with. Sony is one generation behind Xbox when it comes to this stuff. And what I mean by that is by the end of next generation, they'll have games day one on PC and they'll have games day one on PlayStation Now.
Mark it
just
down,
like how it took just like how it took 3 years or 4 years for Xbox to get their games on PC. And then Game Pass. That's the same amount of time it's going to take Sony to do that. It's going to happen. I've said that for, 2 years now. That is the way everything's going to move. You just easy access to all the stuff that you want. Wherever. If you want to buy a PlayStation console, you can do it. You want to play it on PC, you can do it too. It doesn't really matter. We're in it for the money. Now, as far as I've heard... See, how I knew Horizon Zero Dawn was legit was I seen proof. I had 10 different people tell me these things that are disconnected from one another, right? So I knew it was happening. Now, what I've heard also from a bunch of different people is it's not coming alone. I don't know particularly what other games are coming with Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say Dreams is coming. I think Dreams is coming day and date.
Yeah,
I think Gravity Rush 2, I think, is going to go. I think Last Guardian's going to go. I would not be surprised to see Ratchet and Clank.
Gravity Rush 2?
PC? Oh, that's crazy.
Gravity Rush 2 is great.
God of War will go yet. I think God of War is further down the road. But also, look at it like this. Sony is going to have to market their next games, right? What better way to market Horizon Zero Dawn 2 than to put it on PC and market to those PC gamers and then announce it as only coming to PlayStation 5. I told you this is exactly how they would do it, Kofi, right?
Yeah.
I told you, here's what I thought the announcement would be. They would announce that Horizon Zero Dawn was coming to PC the second they announced Horizon Zero Dawn 2 was real at the PlayStation 5 reveal event, because the fanboys, people like Jack and, all of us, right, that care about that stuff, they wouldn't care, because why would they? Because they got to see Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Right? Yeah,
they got the sequel, and the sequel's only exclusive to PlayStation 5.
That's smart. That's very smart.
That's my prediction.
Smart.
Sony is good at doing that, though.
Yeah, that's what they did for the pay
They'll delay a game. They'll delay a game, and then they'll be like, "Oh, Last of Us on PlayStation Plus."
Yeah.
So that's my prediction.
They're gonna bait and switch it. They're gonna put something new and shiny in your face and kind of do something that you might not like.
And I think
the old bait and switch.
Yeah. I think Jim Ryan is setting up his users emotionally for all this to happen. I mean, they started saying that you'll see more titles from their first party come to PC. We already know Predators is coming day and date, right?
Yeah.
They keep on talking about PlayStation with or without a console, MLB The Show, all this stuff. It's all just. It's like slowly but surely changing it and getting people okay with it. It's the reason why Xbox failed, because they tried changing everything literally overnight, and people wouldn't accept it. But people are more acceptive of changes when you dole them out in small chunks over a long period of time. Sony's in the process of doing that right now, which is why I say 5 years from now, all their games will be day one on PC and in a subscription service.
Yo, this boy's basically like knowledge.
Wait, I want to ask Jack a question, man.
Dropping knowledge right now.
What up?
So, do you think the route that Sony is taking will eventually, diminish the quality of their games? Is that what you worried about?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Absolutely.
No.
Why do you think that, Jack?
Wait and see.
Okay, that's not a reason.
That's not an answer.
That's not a reason, Jack.
It's not an answer.
Come on, Jack.
So Horizon coming to PC, how is this gonna hurt the quality of PlayStation games? You have to give us a real.
I just don't understand
the quality of the games. Why these games are not gonna be good no more, Jack?
People say that, but I don't think they know what they mean when they say that.
So all of a sudden, Guerrilla Games, their talent, Naughty Dog talent is just gonna go out the window because now
that's what I'm saying.
That game is just available for PC as well now. Let's hear it. Let's hear it because we want to know.
This is first of all, it's stupid to promote your game like this. If I was a PC user and Horizon came to PC and they said Horizon Zero Dawn 2 launching exclusive, I'm gonna say, they put this one on PC. If I wait and don't buy that motherfucker, eventually they'll put this one on PC.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, come on, man. Yeah. Who the fuck stupid out here, man? Also,
but there's a lot of people like me and a lot of gamers out there that we want to play.
Ain't waiting.
They're not waiting.
Yeah, they don't want to wait.
They're not waiting 2 years to buy it.
So
PC gamers used to wait and know.
Some people will wait, but a lot of people probably.
Hell yeah, I'll wait.
Some people wait. Some people won't wait. Some people will wait and see what happens. Some people won't. It is what it is. But guess what? Sony's gonna be getting their money though.
Also,
they definitely are.
About declining, sometimes and like you said, people, they usually adjust to things the further things go along. You can name, I bet everybody here can name a handful of games that were once great, then they slowly started declining, and people still bought them and accepted them, Assassin's Creed, shit like that, and eventually they just Madden, 2K, and they Pokemon, and they eventually went to shit, right? By popular opinion. But guess what? They still gonna buy them. And
yeah, but Jack, those games didn't go to shit because of different consoles. They went to shit because franchise.
But this is the same. This is the same.
It's kind of different.
This is the same ideology, though, right? Because listen, if we just put it on PC, eventually we won't have to make consoles. Eventually, we don't have to do R&D and all that. Come on, man. Same shit with E3. If we do our own shit, we ain't gonna have to pay to be at E3. Like, bro, they doing the bare minimum. They putting out the bare minimum.
No, but then what you'll have is you'll actually have games that are not being held back by hardware.
Okay, cool. You'll see.
So you'll have better games, actually.
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, you'll have better games.
PC games suck. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie about that, man.
My bad. I'm sorry. You're very used to watching your games, not playing them. Excuse me.
Yo, Jack,
don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
Yo, Jack, you know what? I'm with the console. Yo, a man actually tried to tweet me this like picture of like PC exclusive, and they're all like top down miniaturized, right? But and he tried to, since he knows that I love PC gaming and stuff, like That's not even an insult to me. Like, my nigga, I'm with you, console man. I love console exclusives. That's why you think I want him on PC. He tried to insult me like I don't feel that way. I love console exclusives.
Like we not on PC for these multi-plats and shit like
I play on PC to get the better version of these multi-plats.
But I got a bone to pick with you, Kofi. I got a bone to pick with you. You still haven't played Disco Elysium.
I know. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I read Disco Elysium had like 1 million fucking words or some shit like that. And that.
Oh, you tired of reading, brother? I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody got time to read all that shit.
You rather watch your video game, right? My bad.
No, I'd rather play something. I ain't reading shit.
Yeah, you playing. Get that Sony cutscene template. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 25 they got voice acting and shit like that. They talking to me. I ain't reading shit.
Yo, so Drew, let's hear from
Jack. Can I
ask
a question to Jack?
All right, go ahead.
Do you honestly think that, like, if Sony were to put their games day and date for the PlayStation 5, that it would significantly impact the PS5 console sales? Like, if Horizon Zero Dawn 2 was day and date on PC, would suddenly nobody want to buy
a PlayStation anymore?
Because I have an Xbox, I have a PlayStation 4 Pro and a Switch, and I got a gaming PC, so I can basically play all the Xbox games on PC. But I just don't like PC gaming. I just play on my Xbox. Exactly. Do you really think a significant amount of people would be like, screw this, I'm going to go PC?
I don't really think so.
Thank you, Ran. You brought up an amazing point because I feel the exact same way. People act like if these exclusives come to PC, like everyone in the world, 100 million PS4 owners, they're going to drop the PlayStation and game on PC. It's not gonna work like that, dog.
It's gonna be a small percent. It's not gonna be.
It sounds like PlayStation fanboys are
scared of PC gaming?
What's that? Threatened by PC gaming?
This is my answer to that. Right?
That's what it sounds like to me.
The answer is it depends on how much disposable income they got. Because you best to goddamn believe when they go into GameStop, if it still exists, when they go to buy Best Buy, the salesman ain't gonna say, "Hey, this looks good on this fucking $200 PlayStation." What they gonna try to say? Hey, we got pre-built PCs over there. If you got a couple extra $100, you can get this $1,100 pre-built. It's gonna look way better. What the fuck you think they gonna sell them?
Some people are not with it.
The PS5.
Yeah, some people just don't fuck with PC though.
It's gonna depend on how much disposable income they got.
Jack, and I think, like, once again, I know we all hardcore gamers over here, but that 100 million, that number that PlayStation niggas love to brag about, that 100 million are not all hardcore gamers like me and you. Correct. I think people have that mentality in their head that all of them
don't got nothing to do with being a hardcore gamer.
But a lot of people cop these. Let's look at the top selling games. Even J-Man's gonna talk about MPDs later. Look at the top selling games. A lot of these people buy consoles just to play these games casually.
It does not matter. It does not matter.
So what makes you think they give a fuck about PC gaming, that they're gonna invest in the gaming PC just to play video games, bro?
I'm not even talking about hardcore games. I'm talking about people that don't know no better. If you go in the store with $2,000 and they say, hey, okay, you trying to get in the game and what's your budget? Oh, what kind of games you like?
Who goes into a store like Jack? Who goes into a store like that, bro? Let's be real, bro. That little exchange that you said right there is so fake, and no one goes into a store like that. Niggas.
That don't happen when I go to Best Buy.
Come on. Wait a minute. All right, go ahead.
I was in Best Buy buying a DualShock 4 controller at the fucking counter, and I seen 1 or 2 people. Oh, what's your budget? This is my budget. This is my budget for a TV. They tell them because they ask.
Okay, but that's a little different. Niggas see PlayStation control. Yeah. People see commercials of PlayStation and Xbox. They see it. The kids want it for Christmas. They buy it. They give it to them. That's how it works out here.
So you ain't never been in GameStop and somebody asks for a game on a PlayStation. Somebody say, "Hey man, you know what? Play better on this, or it look better on the Xbox."
I ain't never seen that.
I might have been.
It happened to me when I was. Matter of fact, I can tell you the exact game I was buying. I was buying God of War Origins Collection, and the dude asked me, "Why do I play on PlayStation when Xbox got more games?" He asked me that.
Okay.
He said the only thing PlayStation got is JRPGs, and I got my PlayStation for 2 games. You should get an Xbox. It got better.
Once again, but nobody recommends $1,000 PC. I've never heard that.
It's
either Xbox or PlayStation.
Gifted as a present for Christmas,
and you got $2,000. What they gonna recommend you, bro?
A big ass desktop.
Yo, Jack, the situation, and the scenario you made is so. No, but that scenario is kind of unrealistic. If we keeping it a buck, that's unrealistic.
I have been in the store and people say, "Hey, what is the best TV I can get for under $500?"
TV, of course. People go into a budget of TV.
So if
you're really saying a man's looking to buy a console for their son or something. What's the budget for the best console out, y'all? My budget.
Listen, if I'm a salesman, if I'm a salesman,
and they're gonna recommend PC. If they're going to
wait a minute. If I'm a salesman and somebody say, "Hey, I'm trying to get into gaming. What do you recommend?" I might say, "What games do you like? What's your budget?" Right? If you give me some outlandish ass number or say, "I ain't got no budget," oh, have you ever thought about getting into PC gaming? Why wouldn't you try to sell that?
And that's just so unrealistic too.
Usually, but that's not a common scenario.
Yeah, that's not common because
that's not even like a regular scenario.
Yeah, because taking it usually, hold on. Usually people go into the store knowing what they want already in their head. Either I'm coming to the store to buy a PlayStation or an Xbox. People usually do that.
That is not unrealistic. That is not unrealistic.
No one really just goes into the store, knows nothing about gaming. Unless, look, usually even if it's a parent buying it for its kid, the kid tells them what they want.
I see old people getting finessed all the time at fucking Geek Squad. Oh, you need us to put an update on your computer? Oh, well, sign right here is $50. We'll put all the updates on your computer. These motherfuckers don't know what they buying, bro.
No, but I think that's
laptops, tablets,
but consoles is kind of different,
though. They just be buying that shit, bro. Oh, that's what I need. Okay, cool. Ring it up. Like, come on, man. Y'all won't be in the field like that.
Yeah, but Jack, that example's bad though because that explains why.
Watch what I tell you.
Yo, console game is not gonna go away. For all the people who are
it's not
gonna go away. Relax yourself.
Jack, that's a horrible example because that just explains why Apple's so popular.
That was something I've seen before.
Because the thing is, people like Apple because they think it's simpler. That's why it sells so much more. So like your argument falls short.
They buy it, right? They buy it.
Well, what you're doing is like you're trying to say like, oh, well, because they'll have more money to do this and they'll get finessed. Well, that's not the case.
I said it's a possibility. It's not a possibility.
Okay, it's always everything's always a possibility.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's gonna. That's what's gonna happen. That's a stupid example. Always.
Because
that's not. I've seen it happen. How's something stupid if I say it happen?
Okay, an outlier and something happening is not like correlation does not mean causation. So what you're doing is when you have an example like that and you're saying, okay, well, people get finessed. Yeah, they get finessed on everything.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's the point of having a salesperson on the sales floor?
To sell things.
Okay, and do they usually try to sell? Do they try to sell you something that's more affordable or more expensive?
They try to sell you what you need because if they don't sell you what you need,
they try to sell you what you think you need.
Okay,
right or wrong? You just said it yourself. They try to sell you Apple because they make you think it's easier.
What you think you need? Okay, Jack, you got it.
Yo,
Jack, you got it.
Yes, they do. That's why motherfuckers signed it.
Jack, you got it.
Bro, Geek Squad got a plan where they will update your console's firmware for $50. Who the fuck need them to do that? It's a button click. It's a would you like to install the newest firmware? Yes, I would. That's it. It exists. Look it up. I'm not making this shit up. I can't make this shit up.
We have other shit to talk about, so we're gonna move on from this Horizon topic. So we're gonna be keeping our eye on this story to see
eyes on the horizon.
Yeah, eyes on the story. See what's on the horizon. You know what I mean?
It's in the bag. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's the simple fact that now Jason came out and said it because he heard the rumors prior to this, and he said he didn't want to talk about it. He said if he had information, he would write an article on Kotaku. The fact that he came out. You wrote an article about it. Now all major sites are reporting it. I guess they believe in him too, or they might have heard.
Or they also have the same thing.
Yeah, they have the same information as well.
They were just waiting for somebody.
Jack, didn't the Guerrilla Games developer tweet what PC when somebody asked him about the Horizon Zero Dawn shit?
He did tweet that.
He must have got a bag or some shit.
He's been the game director too. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta talk to Senior in the chat real quick. OBJ, so bet money. Let's bet money $60 right now that Horizon is coming to PC. Yes or no? If y'all say when it's a fact, so let's make a friendly little bet. OBJ, you know what I mean? That. If Horizon's coming to PC or not, I'm betting that it's coming.
Let's make it $60.
Let's take a $60 bet on that right now. Now you're saying it ain't facts or this that. Put up money, $60 bet on it right now, dog.
Oh, this is scary, man. Kofi's taking money from J Main.
Oh, okay. You saying it is? Oh, okay. I was just wanted to see. All right.
He taking money from me. He gonna lose that Ori bet.
You losing that shit. You losing that shit.
Dreams 90 in the bag. That's
man. I can't believe Smooth bet Bond that Xbox Series X was gonna outsell the freaking PlayStation 5 in November.
This dude is crazy.
That had me laughing, bro.
I told him, I was like, kid, you know, Xbox, like they're losing that. Like PlayStation 5 is gonna sell Xbox no matter what. Like, come on, you lost that one.
Xbox gives you more and more reasons not to buy it.
PlayStation is still gonna be more fucking popular than the Xbox. It's a bigger brand. More people there's gonna be way more eyes on it. PlayStation has to really fuck up out the gate for people to have a bad taste right now. The momentum is too strong, and
they have to pull an Xbox or they have to pull a PS3.
You know how I know Xbox is in a really
Wii U.
You know how how I know Xbox is in a really bad position? Because I just be on social media not even looking about gaming stuff, and people are roasting Xbox just like casuals, like it's a joke. So Xbox got got really bad mindshare right now. You know, people are not really fucking with them that much. Obviously, they have their core fans, but it's not the same as PlayStation right now. Right now, PlayStation's super popping. And it's going to take a lot for them to come off this high horse. So all these people worried about this and that, y'all need to relax. PlayStation's still going to be great. They're still going to be dropping fire-ass games for y'all to enjoy. Who cares if a few of them come to PC here and there?
People are really threatened,
man. What's the big deal? No one cares, dog. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We're going to end it off with that. And we're going to keep an eye out for an official announcement from PlayStation, which I believe 100% is coming. Let me read some super chats real quick. Yeah, next month. Let me read some super chats. This one's from Unforgiven. He says, I see a lake on the horizon.
You sure do.
This one's from Patrick Morgan. He says, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 about to be a top-down RTS? We'd love to see it. Jokes aside, love the podcast, guys. Thank you very much.
I like that.
Thank you. This one's from Unforgiven again. He says, this podcast was brought to you by Florida Lake.
Sure was.
Hustle and Motivate says, try to tell Jack Move on PSP episode 102 March Madness that PlayStation games will follow Xbox and put their titles on PC. This one's from Sofa Spy. Says Alex might be right. Ghost of Tsushima leaves on PC.
Ooh,
that's where the leaves went, Alex.
That's where the leaves went.
They went to PC.
Hey, people were clowning me for months, right? Remember?
Hey, slow your horses. We gotta wait and see. But
people were clowning me. They're like, "Oh, you won't be there," and then all of a sudden, the show we didn't see no leaves.
This one is from Sofa Spy again. He says, "Didn't Sony merge Sony Computer Interactive with their PlayStation brand? This may be the SCI team trying to get Sony back to PC. So more to come?" ? Maybe, yo. I think different change is happening. You have to be absolutely oblivious and not trying to like blind to it. Change is really happening, dog. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, this one is from King. He says, "What if PS5 looks like a PC? What would you think?" I think it's gonna keep the same console form factor and stuff like that. So I don't think you have to worry about that.
I mean, most consoles are
a football stadium, right?
Pardon me?
The dev kit.
I think PlayStation is gonna be a smaller console, like a smaller traditional looking console. I don't see it standing up like the Xbox Tower, to be honest.
Nah,
I don't see it standing. I think it's gonna look more traditional, like what we're used to.
I expect the Xbox to have more horsepower, so that's why I think it looks like that.
That's why it's designed like that. Yeah, because it's gonna be stronger.
Hey man, I thought the PlayStation 5 had 14 teraflops now. Isn't that
I seen that.
People care about people. Let's keep. Yeah, I don't want to talk about no specs and that shit. But the reality is people care about power. That's the reality. People care right now. I'm telling you, Jamie. Right now, if there was an official word that PS5 was the strongest platform, you don't think the PlayStation fans would be using it as ammunition in this little console war shit? They'll be bragging like crazy. But right now, the narrative is, we got the better games, which it should be the narrative anyways. That should be the narrative. But
it's clear. It's clear as day that the narrative is flopping depending on
it depends
what the spec rumors are.
Yeah, it depends. So I guess we gotta wait and see about that. But I'm not talking about specs on this podcast. Fuck all of that shit. This one is from.
I'll make a prediction for you, Kofi.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it, man.
Okay. So let's say Sony does their reveal event in February, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say February 20th. Okay. I don't know when the date is. I don't even know if it's February, but let's assume for argument's sake it is. I predict that Microsoft will either officially announce the specs or have Digital Foundry analyze it and drop it February 18th. 2 days before the PlayStation reveal.
That's very specific, man.
Rand knows something, dog.
He
talks to Mike Ibarra and Phil Spencer in the DMs and shit like that. So
because I have a feeling they know they have PS5 beat, and I think they want to drop the specs, and I think they're waiting for the right moment. And what better way to do it is right before the PlayStation reveal, so you force Sony not to talk about power.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nah,
that's my
you're right
prediction
about that though. Like, I think they do feel like they pulled their dick out at the Game Awards.
Yo, they know.
Slammed
They
it on the
know.
table
They
when
know.
they showed that Xbox Series X.
They know
what time it is.
Yeah, they know.
These companies talk to each other. Like they don't talk to each other directly, but they got it. You know,
they're working with the same manufacturer. Like they have to have some sort of fucking, you know, they probably know what each other got, but it doesn't mean anything in the end of the day, because in the end of the day, the game is gonna do all the talking. In the end of the day, that's what's gonna do all the talking. Who has the better games? Period. This one's from Spectrate Status. He says, calling it now. PS5 won't be anywhere near 100 million sold. I had Jack. Remember, I brought up this
PS5?
conversation that like, do you believe like the PS5 will sell as much as the PS4 and stuff like that? Remember, like I've said some shit like that, because I have a feeling that it might not, yo. It might not.
Xbox doing so bad has something to do with that.
I don't think it's because of that. I think it's just that people are gonna be sticking with the PS4s for a long time. So out the gate, I think out the gate, the PlayStation 5 probably
wasn't there an article that Last of
PS4,
Us 2 would be backwards compatible with the PS5 and the PS4?
Because Last of Us 2?
I thought I saw something like that online today.
I don't know.
They would be stupid. They would be stupid for it not to be.
Yo, we're going into a weird generation.
But then, Jack, wouldn't Last of Us 2 be held back by the older console?
No. What?
The base PS4 is not as weak as the base Xbox One.
No, Last of Us 2 is a PS4 game.
I'm just saying.
Okay. But I think we're going to like a weird generation, because even like I was having this conversation on my little presser and chill, and I want to get y'all thoughts on the whole thing is, do you guys feel like that next generation leap will be like radical, like going into the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, in terms of like, you see how we went from the NES to the Super NES, and you know that to the 64, and how it was like significant jumps in visuals and graphics. Do you think we're gonna get that same thing going into this generation? Well, obviously we're gonna see better looking and better running games, but is it gonna be that much better? That's my question to y'all.
No.
Y'all think it's gonna be that much? Because
that's why they talking about shit like load times and shit like that.
Because even that little snippet of, you know, Godfall, that shit looked like it was like possible on current gen.
But I heard that's not something to base what PS5 is gonna look like off of.
Yeah,
like that's not like the bar.
Obviously, we're gonna see better quality looking games. I'm not saying we're not gonna see no jump at all. Of course, we're gonna see better quality looking games. But do you think it's gonna be like significantly way better, to the point that like how we move from like, you know, the PS2 to the PS3 in HD type of
shit? Certain games though, from the PS3 to the PS4 definitely had a huge leap. Like,
I know
2K, NBA
2K looked really good. 2K looked really good.
That shit was amazing.
Yeah, that leap was crazy.
So it all depends on how they go about the development process.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
It'll be like every generation. You won't see it at launch. You'll see it in games that maybe take advantage of the hardware 3 to 5 years from now. The big leap is moving from 1080p to 4K HDR. Like, I went from 1080p and I bought an OLED, LG OLED B8, and the jump from 1080p to 4K HDR is mind blowing. Like, for people out there still gaming in 1080p, I mean, not for people like Alex because it's not PC, but Jesus Christ,
a lot of people gaming at 1080p ran still, man. A lot of people.
Significant difference. Like 4K is and HDR on an OLED. My fucking God, that thing is beautiful.
So okay, since we have you here, Rand, how do you feel about, you know, the people that are super enthusiastic about the Xbox Series X and have their expectations on 110, 8K, 120 frames per second, 4K native, 60 frames per second? Do you believe these type of benchmarks that we're gonna see these type of games?
I think you'll see a game from Microsoft at 120 frames. Would not be surprised if it's Forza Motorsport 8 at launch.
Okay.
They might run it at 1440p to get there though, but it'll definitely be 4K 60 native. That game will probably do 120 frames.
Yeah, Forza, I could believe that. The Xbox One X does. Yeah, Xbox One X does that with like the last Forza 7. So
I mean, they've talked about how this gen it's really going to be about performance and frame rates. So my hope is that most games target 60 frames and hit it. Mm-hmm. My fear is that most of these developers will want to increase particle effects and texture quality and all the other stuff that you can do and leave it at 30. So you have this 4K 30 game. That's my fear. But my hope is that performance is at least at 60 frames, because I'm not a PC guy, but goddamn, I can't play games on. If there's an option to play at a higher frame rate on console, I have to play it, because 30 frames is almost unplayable at certain points.
That's why I don't game on. That's why I don't game on consoles like that, bro. Like I don't game on. I don't game on consoles like that, yo, because of that.
Yeah, I played like Shadow of the Colossus, one of my favorite games of all time, on the PS4 Pro. I could not play that game in 30 frames after seeing it run in 60. I just couldn't do it.
Yep.
Like I don't see how people can. Okay. And I know it's like, well, Rand, just play on PC. It's like, yeah, but I don't like PC. It's just not my thing. I tried it out. I don't really care for it. I like the console experience. I just hope everything is just 60 frames. Just give me that, and that I think it'll be a great gen. That's
Rand, what did you just say that was really impactful right now?
Frame rate?
No, you said you tried PC. You don't like it. What do you really like?
Like the console experience?
The console experience.
You hear that, Jack?
There are people like that.
Yeah,
a lot of people PC, like that. They're gonna say, "No, it's not for me," but I like the console experience. That's
what? Like, I guess I'm not on like the next gen like Kool-Aid yet. Like, I know my games are gonna look better and perform better and stuff like that. But I still want to see it in action. Like, I want to see an open world 4K native 60 frames per second game, like a lot of people be talking about. I want to see it with my own two eyes before I guess I could be a true believer, because I've seen games like that on PC and stuff like that, and how difficult it is to run certain games like that. Like, you need some high-end shit. So I'm really curious to see the next open world game, the next Watch Dogs, the next GTA be native 4K 60 on the next generation console. I'm really curious to see that. If they do that, trust me, I'm buying a lot more games on console, even though I prefer PC, because a lot of these games, your boy could get early. Like, if you've been following my channel for a while, like, I blew up by fucking. Well, it's not big, but I got somewhere by playing a lot of games early, because at that time I wasn't gaming on PC. So if these consoles can play it at 60 frames per second and do all this 4K shit, fuck, I'm buying some of these games on console then, man. I'm buying some.
Nah, like, to answer that question, I just look at games like Red Dead even like on the Xbox or PS4, like, them shit still look good, and they running on like Jaguar fucking CPU tech.
Anything's possible, huh?
I'm just saying, like, you see stuff like that and what they were able to do with that and the next gen, and you got guys like Naughty Dog and stuff like that building, off of PS5 hardware strictly. It's just, I think it's just gonna look amazing, and I think we're gonna see a bigger leap than what we saw from PS3 to PS4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just do, because I just think like that the tech is that much more advanced. Like, not that I fucking know, but yeah. That Jaguar shit, man, that shit is just old.
Yeah, I think that even the change in the CPU is a big deal, right? Because them CPUs in the consoles are trash. I guess we gotta wait and see. I just want to see it. I'm tired of seeing these CGI cutscenes and stuff like that. I just want to see some games in action. Hopefully next month we see something from PlayStation. But I want to speak on this topic. It's been ongoing conversation on Twitter about the Xbox Series X being held back because of the Xbox One. And now that we have Rand in here, I just want to get his thoughts on this whole situation. Do you feel like Microsoft releasing their games on the Xbox One family of consoles is a hindrance to the Xbox Series X? Microsoft said they're going to do that maybe at least for the first 2 years. They're going to support the base Xbox One. Is this an issue? Do you see this as a problem?
Is it an issue? Sure, it'd be an issue if your ultimate goal was to sell Series X above everything, but that's not their goal, and it hasn't been their goal for 4 years.
Okay.
That whole quote from Matt Booty was taken at XO19, or XO19, so November of last year, right? I don't think a lot of people realize that. So when he says the next year, like this year or the upcoming year and the following year, he's talking about 2020 and 2021. So I don't understand why people are surprised, because Halo Infinite was announced as a cross-gen game.
Yeah.
And Everwild was announced as a cross-gen game. So, and I also don't understand why it's that big of an issue, considering the vast majority of third-party games are going to be cross-gen. I just think most of it is just...
So. Yep.
Yeah, and it just... So, like, I expect Hellblade 2 to be only on Series X. I think, Fable probably only on Series X. It's just like they already kind of set it in motion. They have Game Pass they need to sell. They got all these other consoles. They got mobile and all this stuff. Will it hold back games? Like, I'm not a developer. I couldn't tell you if it will or if it won't.
Okay.
Personally, I'm buying Series X day one. Yeah, I would love to have seen what Halo Infinite would be like if they only were working with Xbox Series X as the base console. And they didn't have to worry about the other ones. I'm selfish like that. I'm sure we all are, right? But I understand why they're not doing it. I've been saying this is how it's going to be for over a year. So I'm just confused why people suddenly think this is a huge issue. And mostly I see it's people who don't care about Xbox and never are going to buy one anyways.
Ooh.
So I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we'll have to see what.
You know what my thought process
like
was?
The idea that like, well, the thing is like, is Godfall going to be a great game just because it's exclusive to PlayStation 5?
No.
That
doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit if it's gonna be good or bad. That
doesn't really mean anything. Sure, it might give you a reason to purchase the PS5, even though that game's also on PC. Sony's bought a bunch of third-party times exclusives, right, for the launch.
Ooh.
They're not gonna have many, if at all, first-party games at launch. You know this, right?
First party at launch?
Like, they might have one. They might have one first-party game at launch. Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm a damage control for my PlayStation mans in the chat.
So
so don't worry.
But think about like the PS4 launch. Like what was good there?
Nothing.
And look at them now. But look at them now.
Relax.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at them now.
Killzone and Knack were very good. I need to stop
saying.
disrespecting Killzone and Knack, dog.
No, like okay. Think about the Xbox One launch and the PS4 launch. Resogun and Killer Instinct were like the two best games on each console. Right, and they were like, one was free to play and one was an indie game. So you've got like, and then what were they calling it? The PS4 was the indie station for how many years?
Mm-hmm.
For a while,
for like 2 years.
In their stride, it's over.
For like 2 years, right? Yeah. So having games be cross-gen in the beginning makes sense because you're like, oh, regardless of whatever happens, I still have games to play. Whether it'll look better on my newer system or have a little better visual fidelity, that's fine. But saying it's going to hold games back, that's stupid. That is the most dumb fucking thing you could say. Like, what do you mean by hold games back? How? People can't answer that.
Well, Digital Foundry actually put up a pretty interesting video that I suggest everybody in the chat, if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yes, Digital Foundry made a point, but their point is that the Jaguar CPU will limit a lot of things what's going on. Mm-hmm. And I can understand that, especially from like just a technical aspect.
Look, I'm just saying, like, I guess from this pretty much affects a game from inception, like right at the beginning, because they have to see what they have to work
like
with.
the scope and the size of the game. Absolutely.
So now they got to limit themselves. They put up they made it a point that Guerrilla Games wanted to do like fly-in or some shit in Horizon Zero Dawn, but since there's technical issues, they had to maybe fall back from that. Back from that idea. So I guess that's the holding back part that people are talking about. Like,
I mean, we've seen it in the beginning of the gen with cross-gen games too.
Every single console. That happens just because consoles exist. That isn't because of a different console holding it back. Like, look at how many PC games like console players can't play because of the limitations of consoles. Like, just Total War in general as a series, you guys cannot play because you don't have the CPU for it. So to say like this console's going to hold it back, you have a console. You're already held back. If you care about power, you'd get a PC.
Could make the argument that consoles hold back PCs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I said that in my last video.
That's definitely true.
That console gaming has been holding back PC.
I mean, it's just a compromise you got to make with consoles, man. They're trying to sell you something for a specific price, and that's just they got to cut corners places. Yeah. Resolution, frame rate, number of enemies on screen, the textures,
all of that, AI, everything.
Yeah, so I think people are kind of too hung up on that, and y'all need to just worry like if these games are gonna be fucking good. You know what I mean?
The only thing that should matter is if they're good. If Halo Infinite's great or not.
Yeah, if it's good,
Godfall's good or not.
Yeah,
right?
That's all they have to do is be good. Jack, do you have an issue with these cross generation thing?
No, I do not. But I do think they should stop support for the OG Xbox One.
You think so?
Yes.
I think in a year or two they're gonna drop it, bro. Because look, Rand, do you believe that they're gonna be still selling the Xbox One S on store shelves after the Series X drops, or they're just gonna support it for the people that already have it? Do you feel like
support it for the people that have it? Obviously, there won't be really any games for it. However, I do fully expect them to stop making the One X. this year and phase it out because, well, the Lockhart's coming. And the Lockhart is going to be the X's replacement. It's going to be a better machine. It's going to be $250 at $299. There's no need for the X anymore. And quite frankly, they might even phase out the One S and just have Xbox One SAD, Xbox Lockhart, Xbox Series X.
Okay, I got a question for you.
So the people saying, like, which X am I want to buy when I go into GameStop? It doesn't matter because there'll only be one X. It'll be Series X because Xbox One X will be gone. That's my prediction.
My only confusion though with this whole thing is like it's just the whole marketing of the Series X. Like, what is the point of it? Is it like because it seems like they want to lead the next generation with this box, but then they give you multiple reasons why not to buy it. And I know, Ray, you said like they don't care about selling the box, but it's like why the hell put it on Front Street like that?
So maybe they're gonna try to impress you with the games, I guess, how they run and look. Maybe
but then they tell you can play the same games on your X.
Because I think there's significant data that shows that most people, when presented with the choice of PC or console, if they're console gamers, don't switch to PC, so it doesn't affect console sales. It's just like now that if you're offering it to PC, now you can actually just get more. That's the way I think they're looking at it. Like you got to look at like what Microsoft was versus what they are now. You had Steve Ballmer, whose whole idea was we need to bring customers to us through our own devices. And now you have Satya Nadella, whose whole theology is we need to go where the customers are. Right? So the customers are, wherever they are. So we're going to go to PC. We're going to go to mobile. We're also going to provide a console. Look at the options of what they're doing. So you have the super powerful console if you want it. Right? You have PC if you want it. You have Steam, which isn't their own store, if you want it. Right? Then you're going to have iOS if you want it there. You're going to have Android if you want it there. And then it's like, oh, you can buy the game? Or you know what? Maybe just get in the subscription service. Whatever. As long as you're playing in our ecosystem and our games, you're an Xbox customer. So when Jack plays Ori 2 on Steam, they consider him an Xbox customer. And I'm dead serious about that, by the way.
Yeah. And that's actually very smart. Like people try to make jokes like they're getting the one up on Xbox or Microsoft as a brand by not buying the console and buying the game or playing the game on PC. Like, bro, like they want you to do that. Like you're not getting the one up by doing that. Like,
the console exists because the people who spend the most, like that is what it's for. They keep those people that spend that money there. And then you're just going to branch out everything else. And that's just, I don't know why people say they found some loophole. Like, oh, I got this loophole. Like, I'm going to get one over on Xbox. Not really.
I'm going to play the game on
And then one of my other predictions, although I don't know if this will come true, I think it's quite possible Microsoft removes the paywall for multiplayer next gen.
Xbox Live.
They'll keep Xbox Live Gold, but they'll remove the paywall.
If Microsoft removes
or the multiplayer paywall.
You know what? Maybe they build Game Pass to the point where, if they could build Game Pass to a point where like most people have it and want it and shit. If they remove that multiplayer paywall, that's a big W. But I don't see it. Rand says he predicts it, but I don't see it.
It's just a prediction. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a prediction.
When you think about it, if you can keep gold, you can wrap everybody into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
If it can replace, but then again, but as a business, if you can have people pay for gold and Game Pass, then fuck it, let them pay for it. You know what I mean?
That shit makes them so much money.
It makes them so much money.
The thing is, it's like the people saying never in chat. It's like we need to get away from saying never because Sony was never going to do crossplay. Sony never was going to put MLB on the stuff. Like a lot of nevers that we used to say. We're proven wrong, and I'm just saying I think it might be possible they remove the paywall because the most important thing is getting people to play.
You see, that'd be big.
That'd be big shit. So
that'd be big shit. But I don't know. Microsoft going. Would they actually do something like that? That's a lot of money. That as soon as people
a lot of money.
Because as soon as people figure out they don't need to pay to play online, they're gonna be like, "Fuck it, then I ain't paying for this shit." I know I wouldn't do that. I don't do that. So I don't know.
But here's the thing: I'm subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate. I don't even think that I'm paying for gold because it just is in there.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Somehow, but that means that they're gonna guess what? They're gonna drive the price up of Game Pass, and that's a prediction I have. What do you feel about that?
I agree that Game Pass will go up
at one point when that library gets better in the later years to come. The price of Game Pass is gonna go up, and if they're gonna remove the multiplayer paywall, you best believe the price of Game Pass was 100% going up.
I mean, look about it. Like gold is $60 for a year. Game Pass Ultimate is 180.
Yeah.
You get people moving into 180, give them reasons to why you buy all these studios, make these deals, get these games. They just added a Plague's Tale into PC Game Pass.
Yeah. I just bought that shit.
Like,
That's a W, bro.
I mean, dude, they're killing it with that stuff. And it's just like, if you get people, like, you get them to subscribe and you keep them doing it and you keep on giving, like, people just expect that. And if you remove the paywall, they're like, oh, no big deal. I'm subscribed for the games anyways. What does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it probably won't happen. It's just kind of like my pie in the sky prediction that it could. And that could be a huge moment because then Sony might be looking at it and be like, fuck.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
I think that's a bomb. Microsoft could do that would be like, be like, yo, a huge bomb.
That would fuck Sony up in my opinion because Sony not even providing fucking games to even subscribe for online. Like,
that's why they're doing more multiplayer, like J-Main. That's why they're doing Predator. That's why they're going to be doing Last of Us multiplayer only game. Last of Us 2 multiplayer only game, right? That's why there's the rumored SOCOM or revival, right? Now keep in mind with this. They've already said that you'll see the multiplayer games come to PC. Let me ask you this, Jack. Right? Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer, right? You love it, right? You stream that shit all the time. I see you and BG playing that stuff. You guys were pissed that it wasn't included in the release. And I mean, I never played it. I love Last of Us single player, despite what Alex says. But hey, we all got different opinions, right? It's cool.
Fuck his opinion.
Let me ask you this: to play it on PS5 requires a subscription. To play it on PC doesn't.
Cool.
I can see it. Like I said, I can see it happening. I definitely can see it happening. When they announced that it was gonna be standalone, so they could probably put this shit on PC. And you know what else I said I can see happening? I can see them putting their games on fucking Game Pass over PS Now because people accept whatever the fuck you tell them. MLB The Show is gonna be on Game Pass.
Depressed Jack is back. Depressed Jack is back. He's back.
MLB The Show on Game
Pass, but not PS Now. I'm willing to bet that right now, cause that's the type they teach, like, bro, when you motherfuckers only do shit they know they can get away with. So if they keep, we just gonna do this. Oh, they accepted it. Cool, let's do this. Oh, they accepted, bruh. Slippery slope, man. It's over with.
Yo, it's definitely. Yo, once again, if Horizon comes to this shit, it's 100% a slippery slope, and best believe more is coming. If Horizon, I think it is coming, but if it comes, just know that more is coming for a fact. Because I know how this shit works. It has to. All right, so let's talk about Sony not attending E3 this year. Jack, what's your thoughts on that? How do you feel about that?
I don't care, man. I really don't. I don't give a like.
It didn't disappoint you when you heard it?
They didn't go last year. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Listen, this is as far as PlayStation and me concerned. Just bring out The Last of Us Part 2. All that other shit they got going on.
You don't.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, dog. Just give me Last of Us, bro.
Shit. But you say they didn't go last year. Don't you feel this year is different though? Like
apparently,
with PS5 coming out and they got so much shit to talk about.
What's different?
No, well, they got a new console to launch.
They should want PS5 to be on as many stages.
What's the difference?
I know, but at this point, they're going to be showing games. They're going to be showing games.
What game they going to show? Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima running on PS5? What's the difference?
Nah, come on. You know they got launch titles and shit that they're going to want to show. Godfall.
I mean, what?
Yeah, that was my thing.
You want them to go to LA and do an hour and a half show on Godfall, Last of Us Part 2, which will already be out by then, hopefully.
Maybe they don't have the content. Maybe they don't have the content worth it, too, though.
They ain't got shit.
With the new console coming out, they don't have the content?
PlayStation ain't got no games?
No, I'm not saying that. No,
hate to see it.
Hear me out. Like, what they're going to show at E3, I guess possible Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
They can show literally anything that's coming out from this year all the way up until 2 or 3 years from now.
Oh, okay.
It don't have to be this shit from this year.
Yeah, they have done that before, so that is true.
Death Stranding, what they gonna show?
They could show the new Spider-Man if that's in development. They could show the new God of War. They could show the new Horizon. All that shit at E3. They could show that.
Just know that if they came out to be a whole E3 full of CGI trailers this time around, because
always.
No, I mean that's what we had at 20. That's what we had at 2016. And
what do you mean this time?
Nah. PlayStation's pretty good at showing gameplay. Let's not do that. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they usually are.
They're way better at showing gameplay than Microsoft. Let's keep it real, B. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
y'all forgot about Killzone.
That CGI.
Yeah, but y'all forgot about Ghost of Tsushima. They came and showed that.
No, we didn't.
They showed gameplay that. But they showed gameplay
they showed. Yeah, that was dope.
With my
Stabbing
leaves.
shake walls and shit, man.
Yo,
I hope Tsushima's just like Star Wars and Sekiro, dude. That would be so lit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It need to be like Sekiro. It do need to be like that.
I'm looking forward to that a lot. Apparently that game doesn't have like any map or UI or some shit like that where you have to explore everything. That's pretty interesting design.
Yeah.
It's like there's no map in that game or some shit like that.
So so Cyberpunk got delayed till what, the 17th or whatever, right?
September.
Yeah, we won't talk about that just now.
So Ghost of
upset.
Tsushima, they said is summer.
Yeah.
I think Ghost of Tsushima's coming out in September. I wonder if they're sweating a little bit right now with Ghost of Tsushima with
Yeah, I
Cyberpunk.
think Ghost of Tsushima like
Definitely
end of
are.
August, early September. Before that.
I don't know. Nobody really releases games in July or August, man. Especially like a bit
End of
like,
August. I think it's perfect. I think that's perfect.
I don't know. I think they
Before the
wanted
holiday rush.
I think they wanted the early September slot that did wonders for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And like now that Cyberpunk's coming, I wonder if Sony's like, oh shit.
Is Ghost of Tsushima really coming out this year?
Say it is.
The press jack is back.
The press jack.
PlayStation games that was rumored to be coming out at the end of the year all got delayed. Last one was supposed to be coming out the end of last year, right? What's that shit called? Fucking that David Cage shit. That was supposed to be coming out the end of the year. That got delayed. Like, come on, man. I don't believe none of this shit no more, man. It's all with.
But shit, what was we talking about? E3? The E3 shit?
Sony missing E3, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always somebody who wants to see the big three and shit like that on the E3 stage. Not, because it's like the competition aspect of it, just having everybody there talking about what's coming up for the fans and, going one after the other or the next day and stuff like that, seeing what we got coming up. So for them to not be there in that aspect, I'm disappointed. I know they said they're going to try to do like hundreds of events throughout the year to show off PS5. But I just feel like E3, even though, we say it's not what it used to be, it's still a big stage to show off what they got coming out. And I think, I don't know, I just feel like it's a missed opportunity for them not to be there and to show off their stuff.
Okay. Microsoft doubled down that they're going to be at E3. And, a lot of people have been having conversations how E3 is dying and stuff like that. I kind of don't want to get into that. It's kind of boring stuff, to be honest. But E3 is clearly not where it used to be and stuff like that. So, and PlayStation's not going to be there this year. But this really does set the stage because if Sony is going to do the reveal of their console in February, then it gives Microsoft a lot of time, right? A whole lot of time to prepare for that E3 stage where they got to knock it out the park if they're going to do something. That's their chance. If they fuck it up, then, hey, man, I don't know what to say. But
if they fuck it up, it's not going to be unusual. They do this.
I don't think it's going to be a huge blunder like it was in 2013. I think Microsoft is past that, but they got to just come with heat. They got to come with games, what people want to see. Fuck the CGI trailers. They have to come with some heat. They have to come and counter everything that Sony did in February. They have to come and talk slick. They have to come and talk slick. You know what I mean? I want to see some competition, so I want to see them. I want to see
big-headed Phil.
They need to come and talk shit like, the PS5 weak and trash or some shit like that. They need to come out and say that. I'm with it.
Nah, they're too soft.
So what you're telling me is that everybody's scared of Animal Crossing.
Ooh.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think so does Microsoft do a reveal event for the series? Because like they showed it off already. Like when do y'all think they're gonna do it again? Y'all think they're just gonna come back at E3?
I think E3. Ryan, what do you think?
So they're quiet.
100%. 100%. There's an event in April and May for Series X.
Wow.
Reveal.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're gonna go to
100%.
E3 too?
That makes sense.
I don't expect Sony just to have one event. They'll do February and they'll probably do another one at some point. Like you have a lot to show, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The year of the PS5, you gotta be out there.
Yeah. Okay. I expect a Microsoft event to be in April or May. I'm leaning towards April at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I fully expect it. And honestly, this might be like take you don't agree with. I don't think PlayStation needs E3. I don't think Nintendo needs E3.
I don't think anybody needs E3.
I don't think anybody needs it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, because everyone can do their own thing if they really wanted to. Like, they could just do their own thing.
I mean, we've seen it, like when State of Play or Directs come out, them shits take over a whole day. Like even the XO19, regardless of how we feel about it, or the Xbox, whatever they do, that monthly shit, like those shit still is what everybody's talking about, whether it's trash or not. So
the problem is that
they can do it throughout the year.
Is that E3 is so ubiquitous with like people our age, where it's like we've grown up with it. Like seeing it go away is a shame.
Yeah.
I have a lot of good memories hanging with friends and parties, watching.
I have good memories of taking days off
stuff.
and sitting in a room and just watching that shit for days. When G4 TV was good, like
yeah, that's
fire.
That is the shit.
Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb.
Hold on.
We got a little surprise, little guest.
Is that my guy
Podcast.
right there?
We got OBJ. OBJ, you staying long or you staying short? So I know what to do with the boxes. What's up? I think he's getting his mind together. But OBJ just joined. Yeah, I think he wanted.
Oh, OBJ.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, okay. What's going on? What's
OBJ,
going on, man?
what's up, dude?
What's happening? Hey, man, my man Rand out here, man. He got his chest puffed out. He ready. You know what I'm saying? He ready. He ready for the fuck shit. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right over there. But hey, look, Rand, tell me this though, man. Tell me one thing. I see you over here, right? And you making some predictions and whatnot, like Microsoft gonna take away the Xbox Live paywall and stuff, right?
So that's 100% a prediction. I don't know anything about that.
That's a prediction, right?
It's a prediction.
But what I'm telling you is this: where you say that because of the success, the so-called success of what is that?
Game Pass?
Game Pass, right? Okay, now how can you prove to me that Game Pass is a success? That's all.
I can't. Only Microsoft can. But stay tuned. I hear they might be dropping subscriber numbers soon.
Ooh.
Okay, well, see, that's what I would like. Now, that's what I need. That's what I need right there. That's what I need. Okay. That's all I needed right there. Because I've been wondering this myself. Because
I wonder it too. It's
man.
like, hey, how many people are subscribed? Is it 2 million? Is it 10 million?
We need to know.
So that's totally on Microsoft. I agree with you on that.
Okay. So they're gonna drop subscribers for that, but they ain't gonna drop them damn game sales numbers and all that bullshit.
No, of course not. You can't reveal everything. You can't reveal that the Xbox One has sold less than twice as much as PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can. You just don't want to.
You can, but you can't say that.
Look.
You can't reveal when the Switch is lapping you in 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Hey, look, man. You know, I take my L. I humbly take my L. You know, on the Horizon Zero Dawn thing. You know, I was giving you shit when you said that it was coming, and you know, I humbly take my L. You got me.
That's a man shit. That's a man shit though, right there.
Yeah.
OBJ is a great dude. So it's all cool. There's a lot of people that were cool with me about I got it wrong or whatever. Like, yeah, it's all games, man. It ain't serious stuff. It's just fun.
Sometimes you gotta just take the L, dog. You know what I mean? I have to take the L with Spider-Man on the chin, dog.
Hey, man,
who knows? I might have to take that L if Sony comes out and says it ain't happening. I'll have to eat that L even harder than before.
You know what I mean? With that,
What you say, Ray?
With the puddles and shit.
Hypothetically, let's say Sony says Horizon's never coming to PC, then I'm gonna have to really eat the L on that.
Oh, you said eat the ALR. I thought you said something.
Well, I mean, we already know that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that's
Jason Schreier. That's a journalist, right there.
Jason Schreier's gonna have egg on his face too.
Not only that, but Jason. So think about it like this: Jason leaked Fallout 4.
He deleted a lot.
He leaked a lot.
He leaked every Ubisoft game.
Ever since I've been following him, he's been right on every single thing that he definitively says.
That's facts. And he's also first to break out news on companies about to shut down or layoffs about to happen. He does a really good job when it comes to these articles. Yeah, I have respect.
I may not agree with him personally, but he's an actual.
Yeah, he does a really good job, man. That's all I gotta say about him, man.
But y'all ain't gonna beat up on my boy Jack Move up here, man. Look, man, my boy Jack Move going through it a little bit. I see you over there, Jack, man. Jack don't know what to do right now, man.
Crazy, dog.
Look, it's rough. We don't want to see Sony going down that path of microshaft. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see that happening, man. God, man. They got a game out there talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Goddamn Colored People. I don't know what's going on out here, man. It's all good, man. I don't know. Sony need to come out here and just lay out the plans.
It's coming. Don't worry, guys. It's coming.
Yeah, lay out the plans. Just give us, give us a full thesis on what is really going on out here. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still gonna get PS5 exclusives. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, I'm doubling down on my prediction. I see Rand saying there's a chance, maybe 5 years. I'm doubling down. I'm gonna say PlayStation exclusives for as long as they make consoles will never be day and date on PC.
Facts. I agree with
that. That's my
there
prediction right there. As long as they make consoles. Okay.
You guys see the Jeff Keighley tweet about how he got an interesting phone call the other day?
Yeah.
How much you want to bet he's hosting the reveal event? How much you want to bet?
I see somebody say that too. They think he's hosting the reveal event.
But think about it. Who do you have hosting it? Jim Ryan? He can't talk.
They might to put what's his name? Mark Cerny.
Cerny's going to be up there again? Please. They can't put up serial killer Cerny up on there.
If that's the case, it's going to be co-hosted by Kojima.
That's a good take, man. That's a good take. I never really thought
Jeff
of
Keighley
it like
hosting
that.
it.
Yeah, I never really thought of his tweet being that though. That's a pretty good take. I could see.
I felt like it was something PlayStation because there was a lot of these rumors going around at that point.
And he tweeted something PlayStation, right?
Something. He just tweeted. I'm like, he probably got something to do.
Look at who revealed it last year. It was in 2013. It was Andrew House. And it was Cerny. Andrew House no longer there. Sean Layden gone. Jim Ryan, just judging from his PS5 logo reveal, doesn't have it, right? So they got to get somebody to do it. Why not Jeff Keighley?
Herman Hulse.
Jim Ryan could do it. Jim Ryan look like a young Trump. You know?
yeah. Real quick question. OBJ, you staying so I can fix the boxes? Are you staying long, or so I don't want to adjust the boxes?
Yeah. I'm staying.
You stay. All right. Yeah. Chill. All right then. All right, cool. So let's talk. Let's move on. We talked about Horizon, Sony skipping E3. Let's go over the rundown of delays real quick. J-Man, can you do that while I fix the boxes really quick?
Yeah, I got you. So this week we had a couple delays, couple of big titles that actually is coming out for 2020. Some delays not as long as others, but I think the first one that I seen cross my timeline was Marvel Avengers being delayed to September.
Yeah, it needs to be delayed.
September 4th, 2020 to be exact. Stop farting on it.
What's it like 6-month delay?
Somebody farted?
That's Kofi with the soundboard, man. Oh, farting on shit. I was somebody I'm looking forward to Marvel Avengers, but I think it looked rough around the edges every time they displayed it.
That shit look like booty cheeks. Let's keep it.
I still want to play.
That shit looks like booty cheeks. It looks like
booty cheeks.
The gameplay was very similar in aspects to God of War, but y'all want to shit.
Stop it. Nah, that shit looks like
God of War.
Stop it.
So
the only thing that was rough
around the edges. That's the Game Pass version of God of War.
Wait a second.
Was the hold on? Let me finish.
Let's do it like
this. That
was
rough around the edges was the character models and some of the gameplay aspects. But I think overall the shit looked good.
I still want to play it.
If you're telling me, J-Man, that the combat director for God of War is on Marvel Avengers,
facts.
People are saying that Marvel Avengers doesn't look good, then God of War 2018.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
God of War 2018 is definitely overrated for real.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, look. Hey, look, we gonna need you. Hey, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, yo, kick this nigga up out of here.
Drew, you got God of War 2018?
Because God of War 3 is so much better than that game.
Thank you. Fucking
I'll give you this. The story is better on 2018 though.
No.
But the gameplay is way better in God of War 3. The boss battles way better. Come on.
I agree with that.
Hey, my man Drew. Hey, so what dealer do you get your cocaine from? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
OBJ, you really gonna compare? What boss battles is better?
Come on. Stranger played the Stranger. That's
the only good boss battle. That's the only.
And that's the only one it needed. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Every boss battle on God of War 3,
the goddamn generation.
No. Every boss battle God of War 3 was way better than that. Almost all of them.
So OBJ, hold on.
Hercules, that was way better.
The Stranger.
Man, get out of here.
So OBJ, what you're telling me is that
you tripping.
I'm telling
you the Stranger.
You're telling me that a fully scripted fight that you basically watch the whole time is the best fight in the game?
Did you say
that you watched the whole
time?
What's
wrong with you PC niggas? I don't understand, man. Y'all are, and look, I know y'all read pop-up books and all of that bullshit, right? You know what I'm saying? Anything with a damn story in it, y'all don't know how to process the information. I already understand that. They need to break it down into elementary terms for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I already understand how y'all operate. You know what I'm saying?
So I played have you played
like 4 or 5 times?
OBJ, have you played every single God of War game?
Yes, I have.
You got real quiet all of a sudden, right? I was playing 2018, and when I got to the Stranger, here's what I did: I took my controller, and then I put.
Look. I'm gonna keep it real.
And then he beat your ass. He beat your ass.
When I need anybody's opinions on anything PlayStation related, the last motherfucker I'm gonna come to is your ass. Okay? You know what I mean? We talking about a man who says that the greatest game of all time, which is The Last of Us, is overrated. You know what I'm saying? I cannot listen to anything.
Yeah, Alex was definitely tripping on that Last of Us shit. That game is heat.
So it sounds like you guys would rather watch games than play them.
No, the game.
No, that's you. That's you. That's you and Death Stranding, bro. That's you and Death Stranding.
Hold on.
You need somebody to break. You need Rosetta Stone to break it down to him. That's all.
Let's circle back. We were supposed to be talking about fucking delays. What the fuck happened now? What y'all over here for, bro? All right,
OBJ coming here and derailing the conversation.
It sounds like The Last of Us was OBJ's first video game ever.
Oh my Lord, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. And look, I'm gonna tell you some real
shit. OBJ wearing the Depends right now. You gotta respect
The Last of Us, man, is the first time when I said, okay, now that movie shit y'all claim it is and all of that, okay, I see your point of view. But what I'm telling you, for me, for my desires and my demands of gaming now, The Last of Us, for better or for worse, changed my whole outlook on what I demand from games.
We got it.
Now.
You would rather
watch
understand what I'm saying? Than play it.
No. It combined the feeling that I get from watching an entertaining ass movie with gameplay. Okay, so what I'm saying is now, ever since I fucking played the goddamn Last of Us, if I'm playing the game now and this motherfucking story is a piece of garbage, I instantly lose interest. I don't care how good the gameplay is. If it has no reason for me to continue playing the gameplay, I puts it the fuck down.
So
if what you care or for worse.
Hold on, if what you care about is story, then why don't you just watch the cutscene?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I like the gameplay. I just told you. This is what I mean by the pop-up book situation.
Look, listen,
I just literally told you I like the gameplay and the combining of the story together. Okay, do I need to break this down slowly for you? Okay,
hold on there, Boomer. Hold on there, Boomer. Boomer, hold on. Hold on, Boomer.
Play and
keep going. Come on.
Okay, you get it now. That's all I'm trying to.
Okay, so it seems like because of your age, you are a little bit slow, and I'll slow it down for you too. Don't worry, Boomer. It's okay.
Okay, let's go.
What the fuck is a Boomer? Who is Boomer?
What did you beat Last of Us on?
Hank Hill, King of the Hill, boy. Who the fuck is Boomer?
You motherfucker, you a boomer.
Yo, that's such a boomer. That's such a boomer thing to say, right? Yo, hold on. That's such a boomer thing to say. What is a boomer, yo? Right?
Yeah, man.
All right, back to this shit, bro. We don't want to be here all day, dog. So, J-Man, did you go over all the delayed games? I didn't.
I got through one delay.
All right, go. All right, finish up, J-Man.
Nobody can fuck about Marvel Avengers being delayed.
Avengers got delayed, guys. It got delayed to September, right?
September 4th, yes.
Okay, all right. What else?
Final Fantasy VII Remake got delayed by a month, pretty much, to April 10th.
Okay.
And yeah, that's not too bad. I just wonder what they're gonna do with that demo. They need to put that demo out and stop playing. And Cyberpunk got pushed back to September 10th, I believe, for Cyberpunk. Okay, which is a delay that didn't surprise me at all. I saw that coming.
It should have been September from the beginning.
You see, like me, when I look at this, I'm not really mad because I play. You guys know I play a lot of different shit. You guys make fun of me for playing a lot of different shit. And to me, those months were extremely packed already. You know, March was really packed. April's already. It's still pretty packed. There's a lot of really good games coming out in those. So the fact that some of these games are being pushed back, I'm not really mad. I just have more time to actually focus on some of these games that are releasing because we still got a pretty dope lineup coming out.
But here's the problem, Kofi. My dude, here's the problem.
What's
so the question then becomes: do I play Cyberpunk on Xbox One X or wait for the Series X to come out?
You see,
PC
or the PlayStation 5.
You see what I'm saying? That's for you console. That's for you console gamers to decide. But
I'm just saying, if it was,
Rand,
we playing on PC, man.
You a PC player, Rand. You a PC. Hey, the only people I know that wait for something is PC players. That's the only people I know that wait.
I just,
you know, it's like, well go ahead and move over, Rand.
Nah, but he has a good point.
I mean, do you see why people would? I mean, it's like you have all those games.
It's so close to launch.
It's like,
right?
Why not just wait the month and play it at, I don't know.
Man, we don't wait.
I'm having that eternal debate with myself, man.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they delayed these games so they could have like clear, like next generation ports, so that people could do like.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Nah,
I don't think that shit was ready. I don't think Cyberpunk.
I think they having development trouble with a couple of them.
They're just gonna put it out there, and it'll be either backwards compatible or cross gen.
Yeah. What else happened? I think there's just a few more topics that we can go over quickly. I'm not gonna spend much time on it because no one wants to hear it. Nintendo Direct happened. They announced buy lists from Fire Emblem 3 houses, and people were up in arms about this announcement. They wanted Dante, they didn't get it. I'm happy with the announcement because if you know me, I fucking love Fire Emblem 3 houses. One of my favorite games of last year. So that's that. There's not much else to say about that.
Tweeting.
MPDs, do you want to quickly go over just the main stuff real quick, and maybe we could wrap up the show here and we can get out of here.
Yeah. MPDs, what could I say? So this was for December, the last one of 2019. We had the best-selling games for December being I'm just go with like the top 10 real quick. Call of Duty, Star Wars, Madden, 2K20, Luigi's Mansion 3, Pokemon Sword, Mario Kart 8, Smash, and Pokemon Shield. Oh, and Minecraft, rounding off the top 10 for software with December MPD. Nintendo Switch won best-selling for December as well as the whole year for 2019. They also even got into best-selling games of the decade. Which
I know I might get some crap for this, but where'd that Death Stranding at, though?
Yeah, yo,
it's not selling good.
I wanted to bring that up too. Death Stranding is nowhere to be found on the top 20 list for games. Even December, like that shit is not there. It's on the PlayStation list for December, but overall, Death Stranding is nowhere to be found. So the legs for that game, not good.
And the Xbox games aren't to be found either.
I don't think that game's gonna be like one of those like super big sellers that everybody gets into.
So they're pretty smart for putting that game on PC because it looked like it had a pretty high budget of all them celebrities in the game and stuff like that.
What do Metal Gear games usually sell?
Oh, they sell a lot.
A lot.
They sell a lot.
I mean, over 5. Like where are the numbers at, man?
All right, so go check them out. They sell, but Metal Gear Solid 5 sold a lot.
Boomer, listen, OBJ. Look, OBJ. I know you're old. You can just think. There's a thing called Google. Okay, OBJ. I know you're old. But if you go to Alexa,
hey Alex, you ain't the only one that worked out, fuck nigga.
And you say Alexa, what is Google? It'll tell you what Google is.
Now, Metal Gear Solid, no, OBJ. Metal Gear Solid
Alexa
sells millions. They
5 million. I say about 5 million.
Like 5-6 million.
Yeah, they sell really
that's
well.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I definitely would project that Death Stranding would sell less than that because that motherfucker is nowhere near as casual friendly as a goddamn Metal Gear. You see what I'm saying? Like that's not the type of game that you would think.
Good thing Alex didn't hear that.
Fly off the damn shelves. That's what I'm saying. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't expect but so much.
Wait, so we shouldn't expect a game from Kojima backed by Sony to sell an exclusive to sell a lot?
Hey, bro, I showed the dude at my job the trailer, dog. I said I cannot explain why you should get this game. I'm just going to show you the trailer. He didn't know what the fuck was going on.
But did you also show? Hold up. But did you show them? Did you show him the video of Kojima coming on stage at E3 and everybody losing their fucking mind when they didn't even know what the hell he was about to show?
I mean, the man is loved.
That man is a superstar. He's like the biggest guy in the gaming industry.
That doesn't mean people gonna go out there and buy somebody hiking up a goddamn mountain. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So gamers not gonna buy a game from a guy that's revered in the gaming industry.
Metal Gear Solid. But they ain't about to goddamn buy that game. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I think.
All right. So hold up.
The same situation.
So if Naughty Dog showed a new IP, we're not gonna expect it to sell a lot.
Not as
of course. Look, you know that's not the same, bro. We are talking about a delivery, man. In Metal Gear, you can still say, even though it's what I mean, sneaking around, it's still shoot 'em up.
Yo, J-Man, I think this game's gonna have legs. I think Death Stranding is gonna have legs, though. I think Death Stranding is so unique. It's gonna have legs.
What do you think sold the most? Even though we don't have the actual numbers so far, right? What do you think sold the most between? But I'm talking about between Death Stranding and Days Gone. What do you think sold the most?
I think Days Gone. Days Gone did better.
And why do you think Days Gone sold more than Death Stranding? Because it's zombies.
It's easier to show what
it's easy to market.
Possibly.
I agree with OBJ. I agree with him.
But
it's easy to market.
Casual will look at Days Gone and give that a try way before they give Death Stranding a try.
I don't know about that though, because they also see Norman Reedus on the damn screen in the video game.
Man. Come on, man.
You telling me Norman Reedus is not a popular film?
Walking Dead, man. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, nobody watch Walking Dead. You sure? Walking Dead not one of the most popular shows on TV?
They need to kill his ass off of goddamn Walking Dead. Don't nobody care.
Yeah,
it's definitely a big difference, man, between a game like Death Stranding and basically every other game, really. Every other goddamn.
Alex, what are you trying to say?
It's hard. It's a hard sell.
If you look at the tweet I posted with Jeff Keighley, like the top 10 selling games of the last 10 years, GTA 5, COD Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 3, Ghosts, Red Dead, World War 2, Black Ops 3, like it's all COD.
Yeah,
that's what sells. Incredible. That's it. And like a couple Rockstar games.
And Minecraft.
And like Minecraft. Like that's stupid.
Alex, what would you tell the average consumer out there? How would you explain to them that they need to go out and buy Death Stranding the way they show them?
First of all, why am I trying to sell a game to somebody? It's stupid.
God damn it! Do you understand the goddamn conversation?
No, motherfucker. Are you that dumb?
Right now? Hey, yo, you PC. Hey, yo, I swear, man.
You literally look. Hey, yo, I don't know what happens to you in like the old folks' home.
Somebody emptied out the goddamn cornflakes in the box and put rocks in it.
Oh my god!
I don't know that you forgot your teeth became Kobalova or like whatever the fuck you're doing.
God damn!
Yo, so much smoke.
I don't know. First of all, why the fuck would I try to make somebody else play a game?
I hang my head up, bro. I'm done.
OBJ, let's move on.
No, you got it, my man. Look, listen, take a peek over.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah.
Take your meds.
Somebody spiked your goddamn protein, didn't they?
They did. Don't worry, man.
Cocaine in his motherfucking protein powder.
I got
done out here. God,
but you know what? If you want some natural protein,
man. All right.
Yeah, all right, guys. Let's fucking continue this. We're gonna be all fucking dead, dog, man. All right, so according to the MPD group, the top selling video games for the past 10 years are GTA 5, which is crazy, COD Black Ops, COD Black Ops 2, COD Modern Warfare 3, COD Black Ops 3, COD Ghost, Red Dead Redemption 2, Call of Duty World War 2, and COD Black Ops 4. Jesus Christ, there's a whole lot of Call of Duty. So that's just to show you what the majority of what gamers really fucking play. They play a lot of Call of Duty. It is what it is.
Yep.
Call of Duty is...
That's it?
That's what people play. It's either Fortnite and Call of Duty now. That's what people...
Or Minecraft. That's it.
Yeah,
I was shocked to see Luigi's Mansion 3 was the best-selling Switch game in December.
That's why
Pokemon.
That's why it blows my mind that you guys think
really?
all of a sudden. Wait, hold on, real quick. I want to make a quick point. That's why it blows my mind that y'all think that Horizon or Last of Us or Uncharted could hit PC, and all of a sudden, it's gonna change any of this or change the landscape of the gaming? Niggas are still gonna be playing what they played. They're still gonna be best-selling games. Are still gonna be Call of Duty. It's not gonna really make much of a difference.
Hey, y'all still playing Halo over there, man, on PC? With y'all still? Hey, exactly.
What? I checked the numbers. Them shit's looking bad.
It's like 10,000 people.
Hey man, I'm still playing Reach. I'm still playing Reach, but let me read some super chats.
It's just Kofi in the Discord. That's it.
Nah. Yeah, we beyond that shit. We beyond that. Jack,
Discord's on it.
I see Jack is always checking on us, and we still playing. And every time he checks, we still playing. So
just gotta make sure, man.
Let's be real, man. You DC dudes, y'all turn the goddamn game on, adjust the settings, look at that shit for about a half an hour, and turn that shit on. That's what the hell you do. That's what the hell you do, man.
Yo, OBJ, you talking real spicy right now.
You're talking real spicy.
You're talking real spicy, dog.
Because every time I hear a PC dude, he only talking about settings and graphics, and I can play that 8K and all that bullshit, man.
It sound like you had. It sound like
you play the goddamn game.
It sounds like
an Xbox fan, bro.
Never played a PC.
No, it sounded like he had a year to like focus in on PC games because PS4 wasn't giving him shit to play. I understand it was a dry ass year over there. Okay, so you had that time.
The game of the year, which is Days Gone, came out on the goddamn PS4.
Days Gone. Days Gone.
About that bullshit.
How could that be the game of the year when I dropped it after 4 hours?
Sekiro, what is that shit called? Sekiro, a motherfucker
Yeah, we know.
running around with no goddamn socks on, with a goddamn sword. He don't know what the fuck he doing. Ain't no goddamn narrative to that shit. Not a narrative word from fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Y'all motherfuckers will play some shit when you goddamn died 300 times. You beat a nigga once, and y'all feel like a big motherfucker. What kind of shit is
Oh my god.
OBJ. Listen, I know
OBJ on that.
No, fuck that because OBJ. Listen,
beat that nigga after 1,000 times. Okay, nigga.
That shit gets
Get a cookie. Good lord.
Listen, OBJ, I know at your age you're shitting on yourself because natural causes, so you don't need a game to do it for you. I need you to relax. If a game is too hard for you, just say it. Just say it's too hard. You ain't gotta shit on it.
Jamie, the thing is, here's what happens as we get older. Right? As we get older, we start to slow down on our motor skills. Like boomers are naturally slower on things, so they prefer to watch games and play them.
You the one having problems with.
So then when they go through and they're playing a game, if a game's too hard and too challenging, that's not really what they're looking for. They'd rather have a better they'd rather have a narrative, something to watch, maybe.
Hey, Alex, hey, check this out, man. Go ahead, tuck yourself up in the bed, man. I'll bring you some tomato soup up that motherfucker, okay? You know what I'm saying? You got a fever or something, man. You're not yourself, man. Get the fuck out.
Hold on, wait, Kofi.
We gonna wrap it up. We gonna wrap it up.
I'll read you motherfucking Dr. Seuss. Ooh, I do eat green eggs and ham. Sam. Yeah.
OBJ, what I want
here, man. Hey, go to sleep.
All right, let's wrap this shit up, man. Let's get that out of here.
No.
Oh my God, Alex.
I want to know, OBJ.
Let's wrap this shit up.
When was the last time you got your tonsils checked from sucking that Sony cock? I want to know. You sound like you're thinking real deep. Back in here.
Why is this going left? Let's go. Let's wrap up the podcast. Yo, blame Rand, blame Rand, dog. Blame Rand.
For motherfucking NVIDIA.
Blame Rand.
What's wrong with you, man? Who do you think you fucking with? Hey, look, nigga, you look real good doing that now. I'm trying to tell you now. Goddamn, I'm about to
OBJ, did I ever tell you?
Yeah, end the podcast.
Pretty motherfucker.
OBJ, you know my
podcast.
favorite flavor is?
You know I like my ass lick, right? You know
OBJ, stop.
I'm trying to say some real shit. You got a real pretty mouth. You got a real pretty mouth. You got a real pretty mouth, player.
Hey, OBJ.
Some real shit now.
I want to know how far can you arch your...
Don't talk unless about it now.
Yo, end the podcast. End the podcast.
I'm gonna put some
End the podcast. End the podcast. End the podcast. End the podcast. Yeah, I'm muting niggas. I'm muting niggas. I'm muting niggas. I'm muting niggas. I'm muting niggas.
Take my pocket.
No, OBJ. Hold my hand.
I muted both of them. Yo, hold up. What the fuck is happening?
Ass licked. Yo.
I muted both of them.
Oh God, yo.
I muted both of them. I had to stop this. This is just getting out of. You know what I mean? I'm with the jokes, but we gotta leave, yo. We gotta leave. All right, we're gonna end the podcast. I'm gonna bring these guys back. All right, y'all good? I'm gonna bring y'all back. Relax. We're gonna end the podcast peacefully, man.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That was funny as hell.
Bro, that was fucking crying.
You ever had a pair of
Oh my God.
I gotta stop.
Yeah. All right, yo. Let's go ahead and do the outros. Let's start off with our guests so they can get the hell out of here. Rand, blame you, man. Every time you come around, there's always some smoke coming on.
This is all Rand's fault.
It's all my fault. Hashtag
It's
blame Rand.
definitely Rand's fault.
Blame Rand, man. Rand, do your outro.
Thanks for having me on, Kofi.
I know you don't like doing 2 podcasts in the day, man. I really appreciate you coming on talking with me, man. We miss you over here, man. So we appreciate it.
I love hanging with you guys, and God, man.
Oh, super chat.
The end of this podcast was some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. I was sitting there with my mic muted, like, oh my God, I am dying over here.
My wife literally started screaming at me because I was too loud. She's like, "You're so fucking loud," and I didn't realize how loud I was because of fucking OBJ. And I'm blaming you, motherfucker.
Well, you know he can't hear.
I'm blaming
Oh,
him.
that's got hearing aids. He got his hearing aids.
That's because he's got hearing aids on.
All right, enough. All right, but Rand, thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna read the super chats, guys. Thank you for reminding me in the chat. My bad. I'm just got caught up on all of this shit. I'm gonna read all the super chats before we leave. We really do appreciate it. All the support that you've been showing Press Start Podcast. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you're new watching. Really appreciate it. Rand, you done?
I'm good.
All right, thank you for coming, man. Once again, man, thanks for coming. All right, so this one, okay, let me read. This one's from Melon Matt 93. He said, "Who the fuck plays Total War?" Sofa Spy says,
Oh, the angry dude is here.
Melon Mac can't even play a video game or.
Sofa Spy says, give me smarter AI and NPCs over next gen graphics. That would be pretty dope to see. Bias Gamer 77 said, Rand drop in WOJ bombs. King Greeny says,
Woj bombs.
The man with the million speaks. Chris Righteous says, Cyberpunk didn't want no smoke with Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII didn't want no smoke with Animal Crossing.
Correct.
Big fact.
That's the correct statement.
Melon Matt 93 says, Alec talk about watching games, but deep throat Kojima games.
Oh, that's a good point.
Message.
Kojima's better.
T-Easy83 says, I bought bundles of Death Stranding. I own the God of War bundle also. Haven't even played Death Stranding yet. Death Stranding is good, man. You got to check it out. And Hustle Motivate with the last donation. He says, OBJ is a legend. LOL. All right. We're going to go ahead and finish up the outros. Drew, thanks you for pulling up. Want to do your outro real quick?
Drew Games, check out the channel, man. If you like anime, I just dropped the My Hero Academia video. We had 12K views on there, so
nice.
Check it out.
That's what's up.
All right. And OBJ, you arrived late, but man, now you got to turn up in here, man. Thanks for coming through. Want to do outro real quick?
Oh man, thanks for the invite. Although I don't think you should have invited my black ass. But anyway, it was fun. It was very fun. You know, I'm in here with Rand. I ain't never been in a podcast with Rand, man. It's all good, man. I hope you come back. God damn, man.
I'll be around, man. I'll be around.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. Alex, you all right, man. You just, you need to lay off.
Don't worry, you sweet for me. I know.
Yeah, lay off the coke. You be all right.
You sweet for me. I know.
Jack Mood. Y'all lay off my boy Jack Mood. You know, Jermaine over there, throw that boy pussy. It's all good. You know?
Why you use my government name? You? Hey yo, this nigga.
I'm gonna call you Jermaine, bro.
That's how I know you an old motherfucker, because you like using government names. Hey Jermaine, I know you've been acting out now.
Anyway, man, thanks for coming out.
Fuck you too, nigga.
What's up, Jay, man?
And the panel, Jack Move, Johnny, get your spirits up. It's not over, man. Gaming's still gonna be great. There's a lot to look forward to on the PlayStation platform. There's a lot to look forward to, man. Cheer up, my nigga, dog. Do your outro, bro.
Bro, my fucking head hurting, bro. I can't deal with this shit, bro. God damn. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Mixer, Jack Mood, Johnny. We out, dog. God damn.
J-Man.
Oh, definitely a great show. I appreciate the guests for pulling up on us. Man, you guys had this shit lit, man. That shit was fun. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at jmain518, YouTube as well. I actually got a video coming out tomorrow, and for the couple more videos out this weekend. So trying to get back into the groove of things, and we'll see where that shit takes me. Hopefully positive on the way up. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. Share the video out, like it. Let people know what we're doing out here, and check out that Patreon too, man. Some good content over there. And I'll catch y'all next week, man. Good night.
Alex?
Stream the series tomorrow. No, Spider-Man tomorrow, and then we start Splinter Cell, the whole series.
Yeah, I never
Saturday.
played Splinter Cell. Yeah, I need to play that.
Yeah, so we're doing the whole thing. And then we'll do some more videos and content there on my. Check it out at Oh No It's Alex. And that's it. Jack, turn that frown upside down. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay, Jack, man. It's gonna be okay. All right, that's it for the podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys tune in next week for another great episode of Press Start Podcast. Like J-Main said, make sure y'all check out the Patreon. Off the record, please do not sleep. If you think this shit is funny, please do not slip on Off the Record. We have 18 episodes so far, so you could binge watch all of them, and we talk about a whole bunch of shit. It's a whole bunch
hilarious.
Of fun. Just $1, and you can support the Press Start Podcast, and you get a whole different podcast with some dope giveaways. I still got the Nintendo Switch Lite giveaway. I haven't forgotten. The time I couldn't do it this week for sure. I'm giving away this month, so hold me to it. Giving away a Switch Lite. Next week for sure. This time I'm gonna do it right in the beginning of the podcast. All right, so have a great night. Have a great night, and I'm gonna holler y'all real soon. All right, take it easy, guys. Peace.